am the Ronan Paulin, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronan Paulin after party after his virtual reality tilt brush just destroyed the whole goddamn live stream. Crashed application after application, and to hell with it for a stream like that, for Christ's sake. And Pie's like, man, that's a long fucking reboot. Look at him saying, you really do believe in magic, don't you? That just the VR and everything else, and it's just, and then it's all fucking put away, right? That's what you think? And I can just get back on the live stream and fucking entertain you? Okay, we can do that. Welcome to Web Sudoku, everyone. Shut up, whoever's in the background. Welcome to Web Sudoku, the way that I save all live streams, the way that I save everything that falls apart on me. I was just about to go masturbate to something else, but then Pawn showed up again and saved the day. So the guy called Play. Alright, now, whip it out and start fapping. Just a lonely boy, South Detroit. It took the midnight train going anywhere. Something, the other. Those are the only lyrics that I know. These Train Fever graphics really look shit when you turn around. Yes, they do, don't they? New best time on the Sudokus today, says Hologram 1? Okay, we'll start with an easy, and we'll go for best times ever. My best time on the easy, by the way, let's see what it is, actually, because I've been keeping records. Been keeping official Sudoku records. Actually, does anything still work on the computer after that crash? Beer cheers is a guy called by. Stop! Stop light! Shooting him now! Okay, Explorer isn't working. The start button. This happens on Windows 10, like, all the time for me. You ever get it where you hit the start key and it just doesn't work anymore? It's happened across, like, multiple installations of Windows 10, new hard drives, new complete reinstalls. Windows 10, the fucking operating system, they can't even make sure that their shell works on this piece of shit. Good work, Microsoft. It's okay. Control-Shift-Escape works, and Run New Task Explorer will open that for me anyway. I've been taking records, I've been keeping track of my performance. If you know what I've been keeping track of my Sudoku times. So, back in the day, this was my best time ever. 5 minutes and 3 seconds, which put me in the bottom 50%. I mean, if you want to look at the positive end, you could say it's the top 50. The bottom 50% of players at 5 minutes and 3 seconds. My best time ever on an easy one. I've had really good experiences with Win 10, actually, says a guy called Pie. Good for you. The rest of us who actually do something with it, or try. 5 minutes and 3 seconds wasn't good. Hi, Paul, what's new? Winter University term is winding down, so I'll be able to see more streams again soon, says Kev Glob. Cool! Good thing you didn't show up to the last one, it was awful. I mean, today's. Before the party. I'm gonna delete it from the fucking channel, honestly. I'm gonna delete it because we just didn't go anywhere with it. It wasn't that entertaining, it wasn't funny, it's supposed to be a Zen stay, and it wasn't Zen. Fuck it, it's gone. But you caught the after party. The after party's gonna be fun. I'm already bitching at Pie, so we're out well on our way. 5 minutes and 3 was my best time ever, and then... Okay, and then 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Huh? I shaved 5 seconds off my time and entered the top 48% of players, and that was worth recording. Sorry to hear that, says Kev Glob. Yeah, it was a shitty live stream. They happen. Don't go watch the VOD. I'm gonna delete it. 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and then... What the fuck is your problem? This is a Windows 10 application, Pi. It's supposed to show, like, all of the images that are in the directory. Guarantee you there's more than this. They are GIFs, just as both of these are. Won't go to any of them. Left, right. This is the... I've had good experiences, mainly with the... What does new high score mean? So that's that. Can you... Now it's working! I closed it and alright, okay, so this is 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and then I played a medium difficulty. This isn't an easy, this is a medium difficulty puzzle. 7 minutes 29. Huh? That's pretty good. And then... Why will it only let me browse to the one behind the fucking... Jesus, God. These applications work fine in Windows XP and Windows 7, as I'm aware. The fuck are you doing, Microsoft? God, you're shit at your jobs. Anyway, then 3 minutes, 34 seconds on an easy. 3:34 from 4:58. I dropped over a minute off of my time into the top 24% of players, and then 7 minutes on a medium, and then 6.26 minutes on a medium, and then that's... I have deleted this goddamn file so many times, it just keeps coming back. And then 9 minutes 34 seconds on a hard, and then 13:36 on an evil. In an evil puzzle I did in 13 minutes. And then the easy down to 3.14. I did pi. And got into the top 18% of players on an easy puzzle. And then 8 minutes 53 seconds on a hard one. And also I'm selling dashboard cameras. And because I had to open all of those individually because Microsoft's Windows 10 is just so good and trustworthy and the start button works and everything. And now I have to close them all manually and individually. It's a good program, but it's a bit fucky. That means it's not a good program, Pi. Jesus, you've got a skewed perception of reality. All it needs to do is show graphics. You hit the left key, it should go one back. You hit the right key, it should go one forward. They can't get that right. They shouldn't be making operating systems. They don't call her Microshaft Windblows for nothing, says a guy called Pi. Alright. Shall we do this puzzle? No, because it would fuck up my averages. We've been sitting here not playing the puzzle for a while. We're going to reload the puzzle, we're going to do an easy, and I'm going to blow away my 3-minute 14-second... I'm not going to come in under that today. Let's try. New easy puzzle. Look for your ones to start with. The ones are going to do absolutely goddamn nothing for me. Go to your twos immediately. So, we know that there's got to be a 2 in there, because there's 2s here. 2 and 2, we know it's going to be in there, but I don't mark it if there are too many options there. That's a 2 because of those. 2-2 means, well, we already got the 2 of those. 2-2 means that's a 2. 2 coming down here means that's got to be a 2. And then there's going to be too many possibilities there. Wait. Too many nope. I know that it's there anyway. And that actually means that I can make the same there and reduce. 3 and 3 means there's a 3. I really shouldn't be talking through this. If I don't talk through it, then I can do it a lot faster. 3 down there means one of you two is going to be a 3. There's a 3 coming across here, and there's a 3 there. So one of you two is a 3, which means that can't be the 3, so there's your 3. 3 and 3 means it's in there, but there's nothing reducing it across there. And 3's down like that, and let's go on to the 4s. 4, 4, 4, 4. There's a 4 there. 4 and 4 means there's a 4 going to be in here. It's going to be one of those two. And that's, I think, all we're going to get out of the 4s. Okay, on to the 5s. 5s. 5 here, and then there's that. 5 like that, and there's that. And there's 2 5s here that I didn't see. There's a 5 and a 5 there, which means that, well, you've got that 5 already. So 5 and a 5 there, and there's a 5 there, and there's 5 there, and a 5 there, and a 5. That's got to be a 5. So now we know one of those two is a 5. There's a 5 coming across there, so that's a 5, which makes that a 3, and makes that a 2, which makes that a 2. And I could go back, but on an easy puzzle, I rarely do. 5 and 5 also means that that's a 5. So I think we got all the 5s now. No, but we can have them if I put 1 there. And on to the 6s. How am I doing? I fucked it up. What did I do? I usually do this. My first, 3 puzzles, I will fuck them up. And it tends to be that I put a number in a window where there already was a number. In one of the 3x3 grids, I'll duplicate a number because my eyes just didn't see it. Here, it's telling me, where did I make my error? There was already a 2 here. See? I didn't see the 2. That's always how I make my errors in this thing. First couple of puzzles that I try, I have to, get into it and get my eyes back on every time that I jump in. First couple tend to go this way. Start over, new puzzle. 1 and 1 means one of you's a 1. 1 across there tells me one of these is a 1, so that's got to be the 1. 1... going here and here means one of you two's got to be the 1. 1 across there and up there, too many, doesn't reduce. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, onto the 2s. 2 and 2 means there's a 2 there but doesn't reduce. 2s, 2 across there means one of you is going to be a 2. 2 like that doesn't reduce enough. 2 like that, and 2 like that. That gives me that at least. On to the 3s. 3 and 3 means one of you's got to be the 3. 3 and 3 and 3. Okay, so 3 across like that and 3 across like that gives me a 3 there. 3 has got to be one of those two as well. 3 and 3 means that it's one of these two. And we're on to the 4s. 4 and 4 means one of those two has to be a 4. 4 coming across here tells me one of those two has to be a 4, which means that's got to be the 4. 4 and 4, so that's got to be a 4, except for there's one over there. So we've got that 4, which means we can reduce this to those two for 4s. Can I get the 4 down here anyway? No, 5s. On to the 5s now. 5 and 5 means there's going to be a 5 right there because of that one. 5 and 5 up here. 5, where else do I have 5s? 5 coming across like that. Oh, there's a 5 there, which means you're a 5. And that makes you the 3 and you the 3. Back to the 5s. 5 and 5 means that's a 5. 5 and 5 means one of these two is a 5. It doesn't cancel out, so I'll just mark it like that. Can I get a 5 up there? I can't. 6s? 6s. 6 and 6 means one of you two is a 6. 6 and 6 and 6. Okay? 6 like that means one of you two is the 6. 6 across there doesn't do enough for me. 6 like that and like that. Oh, there's a 6 there, which means that's got to be the 6. What was there before? Just the 6, okay. But that 6 also allows me to do nothing. No, it does. It gets me up here, and one of you two is the 6. Cross here and there leaves those 3. Ah, there's the 6 as well, which means 6 and 6. Now I've got 6s there, and I've got that 6 as well. I think that's all the 6s, so on to the 7s. 7 and 7 means we're going to have one in one of those two spots. 7 across here and down there means there. What? Titties. Titties. Back over here. How am I doing, by the way? I haven't fucked this one up yet. 7s going up like that means that's got to be a 7. What? Here, 10s. 4s in the center boxes. Okay. There's a 4, 4, and a 4, and the 4s, and I cancel out 4s and 7s. Don't screw me up on a fast one. I don't have time to like go back. You just gotta go with it. 7s and 7s, and then 7 across like that, up like that. Oh, you've already got that reduced. Damn it, threw me off. 8s and 8s. There's an 8 there, so one of you two is going to be the 8. 8 and 8 there means one of these two has to be the 8, so there's an 8, and then there's an 8. And then 8 across and 8, 8 means that's an 8. 8, 8's great, mate. There's your 8 for that one. 8 and 8, yeah, I'll take you out. 8 and 8. We've already got the 8. Is that all the 8s? That's all the 8s. 9s. Wait, what do you need there? You need a 4. 9s. 9 and 9 means there's going to be a 9 here. When we get to, like, the hards, then I'll take comments, but 9s across there, 9s, and then 9 and 9, there's a 9 there, which makes you the 2, which makes you the 5. The 2 cancels out, nothing, the 5 cancels out, nothing. But, with the 9 there, no, that's not 9 and 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. What do you need? You need a 2? Have the 2. 9s? Did I miss a 9? 9 in the middle pawn you can have. 9 and 9, and then 9 means you're a 9, and then that gives me... this is the 9. Alright, now let's start closing. Any individuals? Just do the ones that are easy. 2 and 3 is what we're looking for here, and it looks like it can be... No, that's got to be the 2, that's got to be the 3. Coming across this way, we're looking for a 4 and a 9, if that's still correct. 4 and a 9 means there's your 4 and there's your 9. Coming down, we need a 2 there. Going across here, 1s and 4s. Yeah, that's right. 1s and 4s. That's going to be your 1. And that's going to be your 4. In here, you need a 7 and what else? 1s and 7s. 1s and 7s. Alright, I don't see that reducing. Across here, that means you've got to be a 1 or a 7. So there's a 7, there's a 1, there's a 7. Across here, what do you need? You need a 2? Have a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need the 4 and the 5. 1? 4 and the 1. Jesus Christ, I didn't see a 1. I did not see a 1 is the other thing. You're going to have to be the 1. You're going to have to be the 4. You're going to have to be the 1. you're going to have to be the 4. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not looking. 5s and 7s. 5s and 7s. That's a 5. That's a 7. Really? Ah, I fucked it up. I put it to double to 4. Too many 4s. Nah. Did I actually say that that was a 4? Or did I accidentally just hit the wrong number? Because that happens quite a bit as well. What do you need? 3s and 7s in this column? 3s and 7s in this column. Well, that's got to be your 3, and that's got to be your 7. So that's your 5, and that's something. 2? How am I doing? 5 minutes and 42. I'm just warming up. Just warming up. Usually, if I get one number wrong, I won't even complete the puzzle. But for your sake. Too many 4s. Did I say? Those are the two ways that I err. Is either I'll just hit the wrong number when I know what it is, or I will put a number duplicate in a box, as I've said before, and I just proved it. Fuel your morning with Kellogg's Special K. And if you're not into Kellogg's, then you can try Post's Heroin. And you can't get your time when you've done an error. I mean, you can get your time, you got your time, but you can't see what your percentage is if you have an error in your time. So that's why when I save my screenshots of this, and it shows me what my percentage is, that's proof that I didn't error while I did that puzzle. And some of them, that one I did error on, but that was just a mistype. It wasn't even a oversight. It was just I put the wrong number down. Let's do one more easy, and let's do it without erroring, and let's do it a lot faster than 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay? And then we'll go on to something more difficult. Might go straight to a hard. I could do a hard right now. I might even do an evil. What do you guys want? Tell me after this puzzle. 1 and 1 means there's a 1. 1 and 1 means one's going to be one and 1 like that, and it's 1 there, and it's 1. What do you need? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is an 8. Don't do that the whole time, Paul. It's funny for the first bit. It's got to be stopped. There's a 1 and 1 there, which means you get the 1 and you get the 1. I overlooked them. 2s and 2s and 2s and 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There's a 2. 2 and 2 means you're a 2. 2 and 2 means one of you's a 2. Nope, there's a 2 there. So there's your 2s. I think that's all the 2s. 3s. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 and 3. So there's a 3. 3 coming up like this and going across there, and is that all the 3s? Except for this one. You've got this one, so 3 and 3 like that means one of you two is going to be a 3. 3 coming straight up like that means one of those is a 3, which means that one of these is the 3. And then the 3 coming up like that doesn't do it. So 4s. Onto the 4s. 4 coming up. 4 and 4 means you're a 4. 4 and 4 means you're a 4. 4 and 4 means you're a 4. And then there's going to be a 4 in the middle here. It's got to be that one. 4 and a 4. So there's your 4. Is that all the 4s? I think it's all the 4s. 5s. 5 and 5 means leaves these two possible 5s. 5 across there and 5 there leaves those two possible 5s. 5 and 5 means that we've got a 5 here. 5 and 5 means that there's going to be a 5 here. 5 and 5 means that there's going to be a 5 here. And that's all your 5s. That's all your 5s except for these reductions. 6s. 6 and 6 means you're a 6. 6 and 6 means you're a 6, which makes you the 5. That's a 5. You the 5. Almost did it again. And 6s. 6 and 6 means 6 has got to be in here. Not reducible as of yet. 6 across there means the 6 is going to be there. And that means it's got to be right in here. So we've got that little pair. And now we're on to the 7s. 7 and 7 means that there's a 7 in one of these two slots. 7, well, there's got to be one here, which means that's got to be a 7. 7 across like that, not ruling enough out until you add that, and then still not enough. There's got to be a 7 in here, though, which means that that's your 7. Does that give me enough? 7 and 7 means, oh, we already had that 7. 7 like that and like that means that 7's here. That makes that a 3. 7 and 7 means that's a 7, that's a 3, that's a 6, which makes that a 6. 7 and 7, and still can't get this 7? No, what about the 7 here? It's got to be one of those. It's got to be that one, in fact, which makes you the 7 and makes you the 7. And on to the 8s. 8 and, well, No, no, you don't know that for sure. 8 and... But that's an 8, which means that's an 8. So what do you still need? A 9? Okay, 8. I'm feeling I'm getting the clamps now. 8 and 8, you gotta be in here somewhere. Jet 8, that's gotta be an 8. That's gotta be a 3. That's gotta be an 8. No, that's not the 8. That's gotta be the 8. Don't trip over it, Paul. I'm just trying to strap her up, get her done. There's your 8s. And then what do you need? You need a 3. What do you need? You need a 9. It's probably going to be a lot of 9s, Pawn, because you haven't done the 9s. So there's a 9. And 1, 2, 3. You need a 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goddamn 9. How am I doing? 3 minutes, 36 seconds. That is probably my third best time ever, actually. Right there. Woo! Woo! It was a good puzzle. It was a good puzzle. And I didn't screw it up. Try Jigsaw Doku, says Germasian. I've never even looked at it, Germasian. Alright. Alright, we'll have a look. I really need to reset my numbers, too. Because, I almost always come in below 6 minutes these days. You know, occasionally. So, it's just the fact that I've done 84 puzzles. And, they're weighted. In a certain direction. In fact, today's the day. Reset them. Reset for all the easy puzzles. From now on, we'll start scoring easies. What's a Jigsaw Doku? Sorry? Yeah. So it's not a 3x3, it's not a 9x9 grid. Oh, it is counting though, is it? Are you kidding me? So it's 6s? It's 1 through 6. Okay. God, it's so hard to even look at because it's so different. Wrong. It shouldn't be that way. Ah! Ah, that hurts my brain. Oh, but that hurts my brain. Drag the tiles. Yes, I get the premise. I don't know where to start. Like, I don't know where to start. There's a lot of 3s. So there's a 3 and a 3 there, which means you're a 3. Here's a 3 for you. Fucking what the hell even is this? 3 like that means one of those has got to be the 3, but I can't. Okay, I see. So it's far fewer reductions, and so you have to work a little bit harder for it. With all the 4s in here, surely I can rule something out. Yeah, that's gotta be a 4. So then that's gotta be a 4. Okay. That's all the 4s? Yeah, that's all the 4s. 3s. This is so weird. My eyes are not even built for this. 3's gotta be one of those 2 slots, but it can be either of them. So that's not getting me there. 6s. This is just blinding. It's a completely different thing to look at a 6x6 grid that's been split in 3 ways. 2 and 2. I would assume you're looking for, you know, the place where you've got the most... Well, this one's probably easy to fill in, right? So we need a 2 and a 5 there. So can I rule out the 2? I can rule out the 2 there, which means you gotta beat the 2, and you gotta be the 5. You know, I have to, like, figure out the tactics of it again. Is that a 4, then? What color are the 4s? No, you've got all the 4s, Paul. What does it need? It needs a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6. This is crazy, Germasian. That means that, well, that's gotta be the 6. Okay. Yeah. What, maybe across here? I need the 1, the 2, and the 5? 1, the 2, and the 5, and... What do you need? You need the 1 and the 5. This is so impossible for me to read. You need the 1 and the 5 as well. Okay. Well, there aren't many 1s or 5s to work off there, so that's not going to be helpful, is it? This is making me feel stupid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and a 6. It's just different. It's just so different. That would have to be the 1 and 6, please. That would have to be the 6. Yeah, I think. Oh, can't even look at this. It's made me feel stupid because of how quickly I can do an 81 tile puzzle, but how slow and methodical this one is. It's a 4, a 3, and a 2. This row still needs a 1, a 5, and a 6, and there's a 6 there, so this can be a 1 or a 5 presently. Oh, God. 4, 3, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, and the 3. So that could be any of those. You're looking for things that are going to cancel each other out, I suppose. So if this 2 is there, and you still need the something in the other thing, 2, the 1, and the 5, then that could be the 1 and the 5. 2, 4, 6 means the 1 and the 5 as well. Yeah, well, it's because of this it's the 1 and the 5. Yeah, my eyes are not even built for this. If that's got to be a 1 and a 5, then this has to be a 1 and a 5 as well. Which means if that's 1 and 5 there, then there's going to be a 2 here. Alright, I'm back on the case. I'm back on the... But I won't be able to reduce these 1s and 5s unless I get some more 1s and 5s elsewhere, so I need to look elsewhere. When I need help, I've made a terrible mistake, says Groggles. Okay, it is a Zen's Day, technically, even though I'm going to throw out the recording. What can I help you with? 1 or a 5. Let's cross there. It's also... doesn't work out that. I bought a 1080 Ti. I can't handle the frames, says Groggles. At this time? You bought a 1080 Ti, like, recently? What do, says Groggles. God, the expense, man. GPUs are well overpriced right now because of a supply limitation. Good for you that you can afford that. That's... Seriously, I was looking at it. I was considering selling my 1070, because I could probably get enough for it even used right now in the current market, that when the next generation of graphics cards come out, which is going to be shortly, I could probably take the money from that and the price reduction on the 1080s. I'll probably be able to just, like, buy a 1080 when the price is reduced by the next gen because the prices are artificially inflated. I'm in Britain. I got one for 600 pounds, about $700. Okay. I mean, I'm not, I'm not trying to, make anybody feel bad or anything like, oh, you should have waited or something like that. You get what you get when you get it, when you want it, congratulations, you got such a killer graphics card. But yeah, that's way more money than I can afford. I was legitimately thinking about, like, waiting or, selling off my 1070 and just trying to get by on the old 960 that I've got somewhere around, built into Charlotte, because there's money to be made. But congratulations, Groggles. Try not to drown in the frame rate, I suppose. Now just get yourself, if you're buying $700 graphics cards, grab yourself a friggin' Pro Vive. Or, you know what? Buy me a Pro Vive. And I will send you mine, because, you don't want to go directly into the Pro Vive. You want to ease your way in. So you send me that one. I'll trade it. So, Desune. Doing this puzzle. This is just blowing my mind. The new GPUs aren't due till Q3 or Q4. They just started announcing they've made GDR6, so maybe Black Friday. Oh, okay. See, that was why from the surface level, I heard that, the new ones are going to come out, and actually Noah mentioned it to me. Never trust Noah. But yeah, I would have researched a lot more before I actually made a purchase. Look, 6234, 6234. No. 1s and 5s, 1s and 5s, and can be either. 146, there's already a 1 there. That's not going to help me then. 164, but this is 2 and 3. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's going to be a 5 right there. That's how you do it, Pawn. Alright, so now that I know how to do it, I don't know. If you're, I'm looking for the spots where we've got different numbers crossing one another, basically. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have a 6 there. So that could be a 1 or a 6. Yeah. 3, 6. this is going to be a 1 or a 6 situation there. If that's a 1 or a 6 situation, then there's already a 6 there, so that's got to be the 1, and that's got to be the 6. That's all the 6s in place. And then with that 6, this is 1-5 territory. We know that, but it could still be either. But with a 6 here, you got 1 and 1, so it could be a 1 here. With a 1, it's not gonna be 1. Yeah, bless you. 1 is 2 and a 3 is what's still needed there. They don't reduce on the columns or in the box, right? What do you need? You need a 1, 5, 1, a 3, and a 5 here. 1, a 3, and a 5. 1 can't be there, so that's a 3 or a 5. This can't be a 3, so that's a 1 or a 5. 3, a 5, 1, a 5. And then you could be the 1, 3, or the 5. I'm starting to figure it out. It's so weird to look at something that's this different. Oh, wait. No? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So this has to be a 5, which means you have to be a 2. This is ridiculous for like child blocks. It's so difficult. That's got to be a 1 then, eh? Which means you've got to be a 5. And then 1s and 5s here we're still looking for, right? Yeah, so there's your 1, and there's your 5, and there's your 1, and there's your 5, and then 3s and 2s, eh? That's got to have a 3 in that column. And then that needs a 3 there, and that needs a 2 there. I win! In 10 minutes, I did a jigsaw doku. The shit. Take me back to real Sudoku. Alright? I'm too masculine to be playing jigsaw doku. That was hard. That was legitimately hard. Mainly because my eyes, and looking at it, it was confusing. You know what else is confusing? Because we did the first half of this, most of the stream with the lavalier mic on, I keep thinking that the lava's here, and that I'm talking into this, and not... My focus tends to be, I'm always talking in this direction, or at least I'm aware of it, you know? And the fact that I've been wearing that makes for a completely different psychological experience right now. Because it's like the mic doesn't matter, but it does, Pawn. You're not wearing the lavalier anymore. Okay. Let's ease back in, and then we'll do a medium, we'll do a hard, and we'll do an evil. Because I can sit here and play Sudoku all day. 1 and 1 means there's going to be a 1 somewhere up there. 1 across like that and like that means one of those two is a 1. That's not going to do anything. 1 across like that, no. 1 like that and like that. Aha. Aha, which means that one of you is also the 1, but I'm not going to get anything out of here. No. No. On to the 2s. On to the 2s. What? By the way, Pawn, there's a new game coming that is basically XCOM with giant robots. Heard of Battletech? I have not heard of Battletech. Well, yes, I have, because you just told me. Is it something that I should be interested in, or is it going to be crap like XCOM? 2 like that, and the 2 across, there's way too many possibilities there, but this 2 cutting across here and that one there gives me that, which means now I can reduce to that, and I think that's all the 2 spaces. 3s? Are there any 3s? There's 1 3 there. Alright, we'll do that, and you can at least say that one of those is a 3, which gets you down here, but if there aren't any other 3s in the puzzle, go up like that, and go across like that. 4s, then. This is a medium difficulty. 4s and 4s means that's a 4. 4 and a 4 means there's a 4 in there, so it's going to be one of those 2. 4 coming across like this and going around like that doesn't reduce enough. 4 coming down here and over there means that's a 4, which means 4, 4... One of you is going to be a 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Your mother's a 4. 4 and 4 and 4. I think we're on to the 5s, aren't we? On to the 5s. 5 and 5 means one of you is going to be a 5. 5 and 5 means one of you is going to be a 5. We're running out of 5s already. Oh no, 5 and 5 means one of you has to be the 5 as well. 4, 4, 4, 4, 5 like this, and across like that. Well, we've already done that, haven't we? 5 all the way down like that, and then I don't have any 5s on the bottom, so 6s, I guess. I might be missing one of the reductions here. 6, 6, means that one of you is going to be a 6, so you can be a 4 or a 6. Did I mention giant robots, says Groggles? Giant robots! Oh, well, now I'm in. I like that anime, anyway. 6 has got to be there, so 6 and 6 means that there's a 6 across there. 6 and 6 means, and there's already a 6 down there. 6 like that and 6 like that, hello, means that one of you two is a 6. It doesn't help me reduce anything else, though. Doesn't it? It doesn't. I'm going on to the 7s. If I get bogged down, then I just go on. I just move on. 7 like that. 7 like that. 7 like that. Jesus, the 7s. You've screwed me for the 7s, haven't you? There's not a single reduction that I see from the 7s. 8s. Wow, and I haven't closed off much yet. I might go through this one more time once I'm done. 8s. There's an 8 across there and an 8 across there. That doesn't help. There's only 2 8s? Now there's 3. And now there's 4. So one of those two is going to be an 8. 8 and 8 across there means one of those two is going to be an 8. 8 down here. Cheer 5. Titties. I don't mind looking over now. It's not an easy puzzle, so I'm not in a rush to get that 3-minute. I'm still in a rush, but not to get the 3-minute time. So I'll enjoy the titties. I think I'm going on to the 9s. I don't see any other 8 reductions, although you guys are distracting me. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, and 9 is what you're looking for in here. So there's a 9 and there's a 3. So now we got an extra 9 to play with. 9 and 9 means that's a 9, which makes that a 5, and that a 3, and that a 1. I think. Hang on. You could be the 1, 3. No, you gotta be the 3. So that makes you the 1 and the 8. Yeah, we just closed off a whole box, right? Fuck me. Really? So, just for the sake of it, I'm not even going to finish this puzzle now that I've made an error. But, just for the sake of it, how was I doing that? I was going 9 and 9 means that with the 9 here, 9 and 9 with the 9 there, means that that's a 9. Did I just put it in the wrong place? No, 9 and 9 meant that that was a 9, and I did put it in the right place. And then, because that was a 9 and it canceled out the 5, that meant that had to be the 5. And because that was 5 or a 3, and that canceled out the other 3, that meant that had to be a 3. I must have mismarked something. Cheer 10, 2 3s in the bottom center. Oh, there you go. That's what it was. That's what it was. I had marked a 3. It's always that. It's always that with me. My logic is strong. My visualization, not so much. I've said this many times before, but it just keeps coming up. In mathematics, I was always quite good, conceptually. However, when it came to doing math on paper, which was required in showing your work and that sort of a thing, I would always mess up, like, the addition, the subtraction. Simple stuff like that. I mean, more so just basic addition and subtraction than multiplication and division. I would mess up the addition and the subtraction. And then my teachers would look at it and go, well, he gets how this works. He did all the steps. He understands trigonometry. But 3 minus 2 is not 7, son. And they had a tendency to give me full credit anyway, because at least I got the premise, and there are calculators in the world. Reloading to a new puzzle. 1 and 1 means one of you is a 1, and those are the only ones here, so there's not going to be much reduction to be had out of that. We're going immediately on to the 2s. 2 and 2. I can always see the 1s immediately. They're just easy to pick out of a crowd. You know, some of the other numbers, really number shape actually gets into playing Sudoku when you're trying to go for speed. And shapes of the numbers throws me off. I'm going straight to the 3s because the 2s aren't doing anything for me either. 3s, not across there, son. 3 and 3, not across there. 3 all the way down like that and then over like that. Well, that gives me a little reduction that sucks and doesn't help me out anywhere. Yeah, it's not doing anything for me. 4s, immediately we're into the 4s. There's a 4. Jesus, thank you for my first friggin' number in this puzzle. That's possibles up there. 4 and 4 and 4, it's 4. So if I come up like this and like that, that's not enough 4 reduction, and that's not enough 4 reduction. If I go straight up like that, not enough. If I go straight up like that, not enough. Christ almighty. 5s! I've only gotten one number out of an easy or a medium puzzle so far. 5 and 5 means one of you two's got to be the 5. Ah, and there's a 5 down there, so we know which 5 that is. My second number! 5 across like that. No. 5s. 5 across like that. And like that. No. 5, 5, and 5 still leaves 3. Are you fucking kidding me with the this is a medium? Are you sure I didn't click on evil? I'm not seeing reductions out of the 5s either. 6s. We're on to the 6s. They're going to give me a whole bunch of numbers at once, though. Because they have to. I might have missed the reductions. I don't think I did. You might have. It might just be a hard. There are hard mediums. There are especially hard mediums. Again, not seeing anything coming out of the 6s. Because there's only 2 of them. 7s. There must be a whole bunch of a certain number in here. Right? 7, 7, 7. 7 up like, well, 7 and 7. That means you're going to be a 7, you're going to be 1, you're going to be 4. Jesus, God with it. And then those 2, and then it can be any of these 3 with the 7. Oh, no, it can't. Boom, boom, boom. So it's got to be those 2. That's all the 7s, except for the 2 that we marked like that. So 8 and 8 and 8 and 8. Is it the 8s that were taking up the whole goddamn puzzle? Is that why I don't have any numbers anywhere else? 8... across here and there leaves these 2. 8 all the way across like that. Doesn't reduce for shit. Doesn't reduce for shit. My God. Is there something I'm not seeing? It's just going to be a tough puzzle. Sometimes you get the tough ones. I don't believe in tough puzzles. This is going to be a 9 or a 9, and at least I can do a reduction like this. That's a 9. 2 3s in the bottom center. Bottom, center, 3. I haven't put a 3 in the bottom center. Oh, Cheer 10, they really screwed you with the 3s and 6s, says Dramacian. Okay, so that was an older comment. That was when you caught me on the first one. Okay. Yeah. There's nothing here, man. 9 and 9 and 9. 9 across like that and down like that reduces to at least those 2, which means you can't... Wait, that's not possible. There's already a 9 in there, pawn. 9 and 9 means we already found that 9. 9 and 9 means there's 9s there. They're just not giving me actual numbers anywhere, is the thing. 9 across like that and down like that. There's a 9, so there's a 9, and there's an 8, and there's a 1. Okay, I'm going to have to, like, really do some serious reduction shit here. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5. A donation towards Battletech. Oh! $5 donation from Goggles. It's a perfect game for a Long War-esque series. Releases later this month, says Goggles. Alright, Battletech. Somebody, like, DM me with it on Discord so I friggin' remember, because I'm deep into this puzzle. You can be the 3s or the 6s, so you're going to have to be the 6, and you're going to have to be the 3. That's what there's an extra 9 here. I put a 9 in there that didn't belong. 9 and 9 and 9, but you can't be the 9, so you're the 9, which does not give me that 8, that 1, and that 3 like I'd hoped, but I do have the 9 here, don't I? Yes, you do. It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't help you, pawn. Should we go on to another puzzle? This is going to screw up my medium times, because this one's so goddamn hard. No, it's fine. I can carry on. Reduce. What do you need? You want 1s, 8s, and the 5 here. 1, 8, or 5. So you can be the 1 or the 5. You can be the 1 or the 8. And you can be the 1 or the 5, which makes you the 8 by reduction. 8 and 8 means there's an 8 mate. It's great. I can't not do that anymore. It's too fun. 8 and 8 means there's going to be 1 in there, but it doesn't reduce from the side. Where else can we go here? Do I have any 2s? No, okay, 3s. We'll do there's 3 empty ones here, so that's where I start. 1, 5s, and 2s is apparently what we need along here. We already know you're a 1 or a 5, so 1, 2, or 5. You can be the 1 or the 2, and you can be the 2 or the 5. That's what I call a round robin. When you got a 1, 2, a 1, 5, and a 2, 5, that's a round robin. I like having my own names for shit. Up here in this column, I have 2 empty slots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and a 6 is what we're looking for. 1 and a 6. So you're the 6 and you're the 1. With the 1s, does that give me anything? Oh, there's a 1 right there. So there's a 5 and there's a 1. And since that 5's there, there's a 2, which means there's a 1. And then the 1's got to be in here somewhere. It's going to be one of those 2 slots. Alright, we're getting places. Things are happening. How am I doing? I fucked the whole thing up. Start from scratch. Look at the top square. 1 is in mid-column. I don't know. I fucked it up at some point. I can't be bothered. We gotta carry on. We gotta push forward into more Sudoku. There's a 1 and a 1 there, and a 1 and a 1 there, and that means there's a 1 or a 1 there. A 1 across there means one of these 3's a 1, 1, 1, 1. That means one of you 2 has to be a 1, because of these 2. And then in the middle, not going to reduce, and up here, not going to reduce onto the 2's. That puzzle was going to take forever anyway. I don't need that. There's only 1, 2. Eat my ass. 2 up like that. No, 2 across like that does give me a reduction, which is nice, and 2 like that, and that's it. That's all you're getting out of the 2's. Onto the 3's. 3 and a 3 means there's a 3 somewhere in here. It's got to be one of those 2. 3 and a 3 means that there's a 3 right there. 3 and a 3 means there's a 3 right there. So now I've got a cross going on. Not quite. I've got a T going on. Plus this and that. So I should be able to get this one, which gives me this one. That's all of the 3's in the puzzle onto the 4's. 4 and a 4 and a 4. Any 4's below that? Yes. 4 and a 4 there means that's got to be a 4. 1, 2, 6. 2's and 6's we're looking for here. So there's a 2 and there's a 6. That can help to fill those in early if you can. 4 all the way down like that, and then, well, 4 and 4, not enough of a reduction. 4 and 4, not enough of a reduction. But I've got a 4 here. Wait, 4 there. Yeah, that doesn't do shit. It doesn't do anything. 4 there and 4 there. Shut up, Creative Cloud. I don't need you in my life. I think we're on to the 5's. I might be missing something, but I'm moving on to the 5's so that I can keep on with some steam. You slow me down too much, I just leave you. Ask any woman I've ever been in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship with a woman. I've never been in a relationship that lasted long enough for her to consider that having been a relationship. That's all the 5's. 6's. 6 and a 6 means... So, I mean, I've been in a relationship if you consider the fact that, you know, like, I was in the bed in the morning, but that's about it. Cheer 10, 2's bottom right box. The 2's reduce. There's a 2 there, so there's a 2. All right. 6's, and titties. Thank you. Both of those things. I appreciate the 2's more than the titties, but I do. 6's we're doing. 6 and 6 and 6, and 6 and 6, and I've already marked that, and 6 and 6. So there's got to be a 6 here, and 6 and 6, I've already marked that. How about a crossed 6 like that, and there's no other crossing. On to the 7's, or a closing. No, we'll carry on with the 7's. 7, are there just 2 7's? Nope, there's a 7 there. 7, 7 means one of you's a 7. Thanks. This 7 coming up here means that one of these 2 has to be a 7, so you can only be the 6 or the 7. That's a mutually exclusive pair. 7 across there means one of those 2 is the 7, and it can't be that one, because there's one at the top there going. 7 and 7 means that's a 7. 7 and 7 means the 7's somewhere in here, but I have none of them in the middle. 7 and 7 like that means one of you 2 will be the 7. So that's 7 and 7, so the 7's are likely to be on the outside there, because we've already got 2 7's possible in that row. On to the 8's. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 means that's an 8, which makes that a 6. I really want to do reductions now. I really want to close off like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9 you're looking for. 4 and a 9. That's a 9 and that's a 4. Where there's just 2 left, 1 and a 2 that you need there. So there's a 2 and a 1, and then back to the 8's. So where are my 8's again? Because it helps, you know, closing off squares helps with everything else. One of these is going to be an 8, right? Which means that this has to be an 8. So 8 and 8 and 8, we already got that. 8 and 8 means that's an 8. 8 and 8 means that's going to be the 8, that's going to be the 1. Is that all the 8's? I think it's all the 8's. On to the 9's then. 9 and 9 means you're a 9. 9 and 9 means one of you's going to be the 9, so you're mutually exclusive 7s or 9s. 9 up like that means one of these two is the 9, and it really is one of these two is the 9. Same thing going to be true over here, except for that one has to be the 9, so there's the 9, and there's the 7, which leaves me with just a 2 missing in that box, and just a 2 missing in that box. And then over here you need the 1 and the 4. 1 and the 4, and you can be either. Alright, we're still doing 9s, though. You need to close them in the middle. 9, 9, we already did that. 9 and 9 means 6s or 9s. At least we can get the mutually exclusive pairs out of it. And then 9 and 9 leaves too many possibilities there. Although 6 and 9, 6 and 9. So, gotta be one of those two. I think. How am I doing? I haven't fucked it up yet. Alright, close them down, pawn. How do you do that? I don't know, because I got a lot of mutually exclusive pairs already. So, 1, 4, and 2 is what we're looking for here. So it could be a 1, a 2, or a 4. You can't be the 4, so you can be the 1 or the 2. And you can be the 1, 2, or the 4, can't you? Yeah. Oops. 1, 2, 4. Yeah. Here we're looking for a 1, 4, and a 6. 1, 4, and a 6. Well, you can be the 1, 6, and you can be the... Ooh, you can be the 4, 6. Round robin! And then over here, we're looking for 1 and 9. True 10. Right center box, 4 in the top left corner. Right center, 4 in the top left. There's a 4 there and a 4 there. You're right, there's a 4, which means that can't be a 4 anymore. 4. Does that help me with the 4s here? That gives me that 4, which makes that a 6. How could you have been a 1? I don't know. Click the how am I doing button. It's fine, pawn. The 6 is right anyway. There, that makes that a 7 and that a 6. And that 7 doesn't, it does. 9, 7, 7 I said. And then 7, you know, you get worried that I've just effed everything up. 1s, 2s, 1s, 9s. There's a 9 there, so that's got to be a 1. So that's got to be the 9. It doesn't have to be a 1, actually. Yeah, it does. Does it? No. Figure it out, pawn. It's 1 and 2 that you're looking for there. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, that's possible across all of those. Okay. Well, knowing that, then 3, 4, 5, we need the 6 and the 9 exclusively over here. That's a 6, that's a 9, which makes you a 6. And now reductions. This is a 1, that's a 4. How do I reduce these 1s and these 2s? There's got to be a 1 or a 2 somewhere that I didn't see. 1 or a 2, 1 or a 2. How am I doing? I fucked something up. When and how? Did I put the 7 in the wrong box? What came before that? I made you a 7, and then I just put the 7 in the wrong box. Fuck me. Alright, so the 7 and the 7, and then follow your, trace it all out. Jesus Christ. You just, mind inverts sometimes. Fucking cocksucker, You know what I mean when I say fucking cocksucker, don't you? Do it a completely different way, then. 6s and 9s, is that what you need over here as well? Well, then you're the 9, and you're the 6, and you're the 9. And that can't be the 9 anymore, which means, yeah, you have to be the 1 you get. And that means you've got to be the 2, and you've got to be the 1, and you've got to be the 2. And that makes you the 2 as well. And then that makes you the 4, and you the 1. God damn it! There's a 2, 2s and 9s. How did I end up with double 2s there? God damn it. Fuck this puzzle. 1s and 1s, just fucking shit balls cock. It's just, it's all of those things that I said. God damn it. It's just, just carry on. Just carry on. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. This doesn't reduce at all, does it? 1 and 1. Come on! Finish a simple goddamn medium. You're doing evils in 12 minutes, and you can't do a fucking medium and a fucking fuck balls shit fuck? 2s. There's only one fucking 2. New puzzle! That's the only ones I can... New puzzle! I don't like that! Play one of the puzzles, Paul. Alright, I'll play one of them. There's a 1 and a 1 there, which means the 1 has to be somewhere up there, and 1 and 1 doesn't reduce, and 1 like that. I'm not gonna finish the puzzle with that many goddamn errors, and it's not worth my effort. 2 and 2 means there's a 2. And 2 and 2, and one of those is a 2. And the Mr. Pawn, how do you do the green theory numbers? I just type them in twice, and it automatically turns them to green. If you put it just in 1, then it turns it blue, but just by hitting them twice, it turns it green. And I actually figured that out. I used to do this and do that, and then I realized I'm stretching my thumb across the numbers. I could just tap them twice. I actually did that because I was trying to get faster scores on easy, and having to, like, move my hand across the keys was causing me problems, slowing me down. So just to scrape off seconds was how I got into that practice. Damn it. 2s and 2s. Focus! There's not anything here. There's 2s there. Okay. Okay. 2s and 2s, 2s and 2s, 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 2s. 3s. 3s up here. That's a 3. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 1. Gotta love it when that happens. That helps. Can we go back to the 1s then? 1 and 1 means there's going to be a 1 up here. 1 and 1 means we already knew about that. So that's pretty much, we're back where we started with that. But the 2s again now, because we got a 2 out of that. 2 coming down like this. And coming down like this and going across like that gives me that, which rules out that, and that means the 2 has to be in there somewhere. 2 coming down like this leaves 3 possibilities. I'm still kind of effed for that one. Yeah, I am. I'm totally effed for that one. Back to them 3s that I was working on. So 3 and a 3 means that's a 3. 3 and a 3 means that's a 3. 3 and a 3 means one of these 2 is a 3. 3 coming down like that and going across like that means one of these 2 is also a 3. It's probably all the reductions I'm going to get out of 3s. Already messed up, says Find Any Key. Fuck that puzzle! What did I do? I don't fucking... Fuck the... Control R... Control R... Oh, I'm not second anymore. Oh, hi, chat. Didn't see you there. And Pawn. Hello, RMAJ. I'm just loading up. I'm getting the puzzle that I want, is the thing. Pay attention, buddy. There's only 1 1 in this puzzle. Good. Fine. It only needs a 2 and a 3, though, here. And it can be either. So you can have the 2 or the 3. 1 1. This is, the game's like, well, fuck you if you're gonna, like, just spam our servers like that. I'm gonna give you a shitty puzzle that doesn't start out well. 2s and 2s means there's gonna be 2 up here. It's gonna be one of them 2s. It's kind of like there's 2s. Can you reduce any of the 2s? There's 2 2s there, and it's probably the 2s gonna be there. On to the 3s. Let's go straight down to the 3s there. I have a couple of 3s in there. The 3 is gonna be in there somewhere. Gotta be one of them 2. By my estimation, it's what I see there. What do you see there? That's how I call them. You know, I calls them like I sees them is the thing. That's gonna be mutually exclusive 2s and 3s there. Good night, everyone, says a guy called Good night. I'm going to keep doing this for several hours. You know, it was a bad live stream to start with. It's only getting better. 4 and 4. And there's a couple of 4s for you. Come up like this. One of those 2 has to be the 4, which means that's got to be the 4. And then the 4 across here gives me one of these 2 as a 4. Thank you, Dronasian, for the pawns in chat. For it supports my mental illness. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I think I've already done all of this. Let's go on to the 5s. I'm just, you know, when I look over at chat too, I lose my train just a little bit. 5 makes a 3, makes a 2, makes a 2, makes a 2, makes a 4. Wow, that's a lot of things. 2, 2, 2. Look how close those 2s are together. I didn't fuck that up. Nope. What do you need then? You need a 1 and a 7 in here. And you can be either of them, but it's nice to reduce, isn't it? There's a 2 there now, which actually makes that a 3 also. Have I got all the 3s yet? No, put the 3s back in there then. This has got to be a 3, and if that's a 3, then that's got to be the 3. The 3, 3, 3, and then we still got that. Right. What was I even working on? 5s? I think we were doing 5s, Spawn. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Dial today. Call us now for your free egg slicer. 5 across like that, and then up like that means one of you two's got to be the 5 as well. And I think that's all the 5s. Shall we go on to the 6s then? How am I doing? Ah, my typing's glad I joined just in time to watch Pawn DDoS the web Sudoku server. Oh, that's a 6. 6 into 6 means that's a 6. 6 into 6 means one of these two is the 6 up there. 6 across like that and across those two means there's your 6. And that means the 6 has got to be in here. No, because there's already a 6 there you get. 6 across like that and then like that and like that means that's your 6. And that means that's your 6. That's not a 5. 7s? Or shall we close something? Let's look at this. 179 is what you're looking for. 179. Can literally be any of that in all of the positions. Great. 179, 179, 179. What was I working on again? 7s? Had I moved on to the 7s? I think we're on to the 7s now. 7s. 7s here and 7s here means that there's got to be a 7 in one of those two. 7 coming down like this tells us it's one of those 3 but doesn't reduce enough. 7 there tells us it's one of those 3 but doesn't reduce enough. Yeah, there's just not a lot of 7s, is there? That's going to be a 7 in one of those two slots, and onto the 8s. 8s and 8s, and 8. Oh, we've got all the 8s in that column. 8, 8, 8. We got them all across that row as well. So if I rule that out and bring that 8 down, then that means one of those two, which tells me it's going to be one of these two. And then the 8, the 8, and the 8. They take the 8 up like that, and then that means you're an 8, which means you're a 3, you're a 5, and you're a 4. And that makes you a 1. Suck on that. I'm sticking with the 8s, though. I'm not going back yet. 8s. Oh, wait, unless I got this 5 here, then make that a 5. Because if you don't reduce while you're reducing, then you'll get really confused. Or at least I will. 8 across there somewhere. And then, how am I doing? Woo, pi is gone. 9s. 9, I'm going to work on the 9s now. It's going to be one of these two. There's a 9 for you, which means there's a 9 in this slot, and no reduction to be had there. 9 going up there doesn't give me a reduction. 9 going up there does that and that, which tells me it's one of those two for the 9 anyway. Oh, wait, if I do that and that, yeah, absolutely nothing is what you get out of it. 9 and 9 means that the 9's got to be in one of these, but we don't have any 9's down here. I think we've come to the end of the 9's and the reductions, so let's do a 2 in there. Because of the row. In this column, we need a 1 and a 9, apparently. So you can be a 1 or a 9, and you can also be a 1 or a 9. It's just a reduction. 4s, 7s, and 8s. 4s, 7s, and 8s. So you can be a 4 or an 8. I said a 4 or an 8. You can be a 4 or a 7. And then you can be a 7 or an 8, right? Round robin! We've got ourselves a round robin, everyone. Where's the next easiest thing to close? Oh, hello. 1s and 7s is all you want from me? Well, then have your 7 and have your 1. That's easy enough. 1 and 1 means there's going to be a 1 down here that doesn't reduce. 7 and 7 puts my 7 there, because that's already a 2 or a 3 mutually exclusive, so that's got to be the 7, which means that's got to be the 8. Which means you are down to being 1s or 9s exclusively, which you can still be. Good for you. I'm so happy for you. There's a 2 right here, so that's got to be a 3, and that's got to be a 2. Which leaves me the 1 and the 9 here. And there's nothing to decide what it should be, so that's going to be 1 or a 9 in either of those slots. And then, because we got a 1 and a 9 here, I know that I need a 7 and an 8 right here. Does the 7 or the 8 fit? Get reduced in here? Nope. Nope, not at all. Good? Good? No, good. And then I also need 1s, 7s, and 9s here. You still need them because it's just the 7s and stuff again. Yeah. We got all that into mutually exclusive pairs anyway. On the vertical, does that... Go up here, Pong, you only need 2. So that's 7s or 9s in that column? Well, we know you can be either the 7 or the 9, because we've been doing that down there all day. And you can also be the 7 or the 9. Just fucking brilliant. 4, 8, or a 1. 1, 4, 8. You can also be the 4 or the 8, which means you've got to be the 1. That's how maths work, which means you're going to be the 1. Oh, well, you're the only... Yeah, you've got to be the 1, which makes you the 9, you the 7, you the 7, and then leaves me with those 2, the 4s and the 8s. But that 9 takes that out. The 7 takes that out and makes that an 8, which makes that a 7, which makes you a 1, which takes out your 1 over there, also makes you a 9, and you a 1, and you a 9, and there's a 9 there, so you're the 7, and then it ended there? It ended there with the 1s and the 9s. But we do also have that 8 there, so that makes that a 4, and that makes that an 8, and then this 7 and 9 has to be a 7. Exclusively 1, 2, 3, we need the 4 and the 9 here. 4 and the 9 here. So there's your 9, and there's your 4, which makes that a 1, makes that a 9. You fucking kidding me. Makes that a 7, and that a 1. How am I doing? 8 minutes, 12 seconds for a medium. It only took us 3 or 9 puzzles in order to get to me actually completing a puzzle without an error. 8 minutes and 12 on a medium. 3.145, says our agent. You're rounding incorrectly. Medium puzzle. Medium puzzle. 9267 308 922. Select a puzzle. Is that the one you want me to play, or was that the puzzle that I was playing? What puzzle was I playing? 9267 308 922. Yeah. You can play along if you want to. Show you how that's done. If you go to Web Sudoku, you take the number that I've got here. If I just click the link, and then I go up here, here's the link for it. So a easy level is a 1 there. See where it says question mark level equals? Easy level is a 1. If we're playing a medium, that's a 2. Hard's a 3, and evil's a 4. And then the ID is just this number down there. So you could load up the puzzle that I load up and, you know, play against me if you'd like. I love how Sudoku can get evil, says RMAJ. Let's do a hard puzzle now, shall we? Shall we do a hard? Come on, make a new best time, damn it. Do well, says a hologram one. Well, what's my best... hang on. My sticky notes up. What's my best time? So, my best time on an evil is 13 minutes and 36 seconds. My best time on a hard is 8 minutes and 53. My best time on a medium is like 5 minutes and 16 seconds, so I'm probably not going to beat my medium or my easy, but I might be able to beat my hard or my evil. Let's try a hard. I feel like 8 minutes 53 is kind of high for a hard. It depends on the puzzle. Some of the puzzles are just fucking vicious. And, you know, they say it's easy or it's a medium, but it's a very hard medium, you know? You can get that, because I believe the difference between the puzzles is just basically how many numbers they give you. So within how many numbers they give you to start with, there's also going to be puzzles that are far more, you know, bitchy, and you need to, like, do a bunch of reductions by counting up every number instead of being able to, like, find things that cancel each other out. You think I have any idea how to play Sudoku, says RMAJ? Of course you do. You just watched me do it. So you got it now. So I said a hard, right? That's what I wanted to try, was a hard, and I got to meet... My time to beat was... Damn it. Time to beat on hard is 8:53. Okay. Okay, let's give it a go. 8:53 on hard. Start her up. 1 and 1, 1 means one of you two is a 1, and then 1 down like that, and like that means one of you two is a 1, and that means it's going to be up there, but that doesn't reduce, and then the 1 over here, and the 1 down like that, and then I think I'm already on to the 2s. 2 and 2 means one of you's a 2. 2 like that doesn't do anything for me. 2 up like that and across like that does that, which also means the 2's got to be there, but it doesn't reduce yet. 2 across like that and there doesn't help, so I think I'm onto the 3s. I do tend to skip things if I will jump right past something occasionally. I'm seeing absolutely nothing from the 3s. Not a damn thing. This isn't going to be an easy hard. 4 and a 4 means there's going to be a 4 somewhere down there, but it doesn't reduce, or they're just 2 4s. Oh, thank you so much. That's so helpful. 4 up like that doesn't do anything. 4 across like that doesn't do anything. 4 there doesn't do anything. 4 there doesn't do anything. It's 5s. We're on to the 5s now. 5 and 5 means there's a 5 right there. We got our first number on the hard. 5 and 5 means it's somewhere in here. It's got to be one of those two. 5 and 5 means it's also one of those two. Sometimes that doesn't reduce. Just bad JavaScript, basically. 6 and 6 means, oh, no, there's a 6 there, so 6, 6, 6. 6 coming down like so, and then across like that means we're in the corners in that square. 6 down like this, and across like that means we're up at the top, which means the 6 has to be right there. 6 and 6, you reduce down to that. In the middle, we're looking at it on the right in the corners, and I think we're onto the 7s. Jesus, when you're already onto the 7s after the first minute, that's not a good sign. 7's got to be up there, but I'm only seeing those 2 7s in the whole goddamn puzzle. So give me the little cheap shit that you'll hand out for free, which is like that. And that's pretty much it. That's all you're going to get out of that, isn't it? Yep, where's the 8s? Onto the 8s. 8, cross like that, doesn't do anything. Is there another 8 in the puzzle? Yeah, there is one up at the top corner. This will at least give me that, and then when I go up like this and like this, I know that it's got to be one of those 2 8s. Yeah, or one of those 2 has to be the 8 anyway. 8 down like that. No. 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 On to the 9s. 9 and 9 means there's going to be a 9 somewhere in there. 9 crossed like so rules me down to just those 2 slots. Here and here rules me down to just those 2 slots, which wipes out this as a possibility, so there's your 9. Now we've got a 9 there. We go 9 up and across and like that, and one of those 2 is the 9. We go all the way up there, and that doesn't do shit. And then we go all the way up there, and that doesn't do shit. And then we go all the way up there, and that doesn't do shit. That's it. That's all of my reductions, unless I've missed something, which is entirely possible. So 2 5s and 7s we need in this square. There's a 2 up there, so you're going to be either the 5 or the 7. You're going to end up being the 2 or the 7. Just checking on this row as well. And then you're going to end up being the 2 or the 5. No, you can only be the 2, which gets me the 7 and gets me the 5. And then let's go back to 2s, 5s, 7s. 2 5 7s. Remind me of that, because there's a 2 and there's a 6 based on my reductions. 2s and 6s. So follow your 2s now. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Don't tell me I got all the 2s. You got all the 2s you're going to get out of that little reduction. All right, back to the 5s then, and then we got to do the 6s too. 5, 5. So there's a 5 like that. And that's probably all you're going to get out of that as well, because of its positioning. Wait, that can't be a 5. There's a 5 there. Fuck did I do? When did I decide you could be a 5? Did I just put the wrong number in there? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Because you had to be the 2s, the 5s, or the 7s. There's the 5 and there's the 2, so that's the fucking 7 pawn. I knew that, though, was the thing. And then you had to be the 2 or the 5 because there's a 7, and you had to be the 2 or the 7 because there's a 5. There's already a 5 in here, you dipshit. There's already a 5 in there. I was going for 2s, 5s, and 7s. That's what I was doing. Pause. 4 minutes and 51 seconds. We just lost a minute and a half. Okay, what do you need? You need the 2s, the fucking 7s, and the 8s. You dipshit. 2s, 7s, and 8s. Alright, 2s, 7s, and 8s. Well, you can be the 7 or the 8. You can be the 2, 7, or the 8. The 2, 7, or the 8. The 2, 7, or the 8. And you can be the 2 or the 8. 2 or the 8. So I didn't reduce it all. Start over, Sister Mason. Thank you. Alright, 1, 1 means 1 there. 1, 1 means 1 there. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. See, sometimes you get an ease. Don't say it out loud until you've actually put some goddamn numbers in. 2, 2. We're still on a hard, you know. It's just some of them are less hard than the others, is the deal. It means you've got to be a 2 in there somewhere. 2 and 2 means that there's a 2 there. 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. 2 like this, and then there's nothing across there. 2 like that leaves 3. No, only there's just the 2 there now. And then that kind of helps you to say that it's in there, but no. 2 and 2, we already got that, and we did all that row. On to the 3s. 3 and 3 means one of you two is a 3. 3 and 3 means one of these two is a 3. And means one of those two is a 3. 3 like that and like that. There's a lot of 3 possibilities in there. And I don't have any way of even reaching these with that guy. So on to the 4s. 4 and a 4. Alright, so 4 straight up like that doesn't do shit. 4 across like this and down like that doesn't close anything. 4 across like that doesn't close anything. 4 across like that, at least reduces some, which actually gives me this one as well, which gives me that number. See, because if there's a 4 there and there's 2 4s there, then it's got to be in this row, and there's already a 4 there, so now I've got a number, which means nothing. That's still pretty much the end of the 4s for me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, on to the 5s. 5 and 5 means that there's going to be a 5 in one of those 2 slots. 5 up like this means that there's going to be a 5 in one of those 2 slots, which means the 5's going to be up there. I can rule that out, and it still leaves too many 5 possibilities there. So 5 and 5, we already did that. 5 down like this, nothing. 5 down like this, nothing. 5 up like that, and like that, nothing. On to the 6s. 6 and 6. Burn it down, start over. Yep, that's my policy. I do live in America. It's what we do with our political system as well. That's a 6 means that's a 2. 6 and 6 means that's a 6. 6 and 6 means that's a 6. 6 and 6 means one of you two is a 6. I felt like there was something on the 2s when I did that, though. 2 all the way across there and down there. Yeah, it does leave me with that can be a 2 and that can be a 2, right? Yeah. How am I doing? I haven't fucked it up yet? Like I've been doing. 6s, then? Were we just doing... You just did the 6. 7s, then? He says. There's a 7 there and a 7 there. Alright, so 7 down like that and then across like that leaves too many possibilities. 7 leaves too many possibilities. 7 and 7 gets me this column, which rules out that column, which means there's got to be a 7 in one of those 2 slots. 7 across there, too many possibilities. 7 there, 7, 7, 7, fiddle can, 7, 7, 7. 8s, we're on to the 8s. 8 across there means that you've got to be an 8 because there's one up there. So 8, 8 means one of you two's got to be an 8. 8, 8 means that one of you two's got to be an 8. 8 all the way across there means one of these has to be an 8. And it's got to be that one. So when I do this, we're going to go 8, which means that's the 3, that's the 4, and that's the 6. And it's a hard puzzle, so I should really go back through the 3s, 4s, and 6s. 3, 3, 3, 3, cross there. So that gets me that, and then that. Means there's going to be a 3 in one of those 2 slots. And then the 3 down there, we already had all those 3s. 3s, 4s, 4s, 4 down like this. No 4s over there. 4 down like this and there. No. 6s rules out that, so there's your 6. That's the only other 6 that we needed, so we're back onto this one, which needs the 5 in it. 5 in the corner. Does that 5 rule out anything immediately? No, but let's check our 5s and see if there's some combination that I can do. 5 down there, 5 cross there and there. No. 7s is what we were doing originally, right? So 7, 7. Have I already done all the 7 reduction? I might have. You're just going to have to deal with me as I redo my work. Yes, 8s is what we were working on. And did we close all the 8s? 8 and 8 means that the 8's got to be right there. One of those 2, so it's got to be that one, which means it's got to be that one. 8 and 8, right, we already had that. Can I get in here? You can get that anyway. And that's all the 8s except for those 2, I believe. So 9s, we're on to now. 9 and 9 means there's a 9 up here somewhere. Right middle box, 5 in the lower right corner. Right middle box, 5 in the lower right corner. 5 and 5 means, yep, that's a 5, which means that's a 2. Which means that's a 2. 2 and 2 and 2. 2 across like this means that's got to be the 2. And that's all the 2s then, right? All the 2s and all the 5s? No, not yet. 5 and 5 means the 5's got to be in one of these 2 slots. Okay. 5 and 5 and 5. So I'm probably not going to get anything else by retracing my 5 tracks. Even though I just did. What was I on? I was doing 9s, right? 9s? 9, 9. Already did that one. Where else have I got 9s? You don't. You don't. It's just those 2. Is it just those 2? It is just those 2. 9 all the way down there. Nope. 9 all the way down there. Well, that means one of you's a 9, which rules out those 2 as possible 9s, which means you've got to be 9s, which means you've got to be 9s. How am I doing? Right middle box, 5 in the lower right. I put the 5 there. I must have fucked up the 2s. Are there 2 2s in a box here? No. Reverse engineer it. Pull it all back apart. I assumed that that was a 2. Alright, so that's like a pure noob error. When I found this 5, I assumed I put the 5 in there, and instead of just deleting the 5 from next to the 2 and going on with my life, I got confused, and I presumed that because I took the 5 away, that became a 2. It doesn't. It's not how it works. It's not a good day for my brain in Sudoku. It's not a good day for my brain in Sudoku. And yet, here we are on hour 23 of this live stream, and I'm loading up yet another hard puzzle. I don't usually make this many errors, honestly. I do make a fair few errors, but I usually, like, get over it and clean up my act. But I'm not doing that right now, am I? This whole live stream. I don't care. I still enjoy the hell out of Sudoku. I enjoy screaming at it, shouting at it, my blood pressure rising. It's great. It's wonderful. I do. I love the hell out of this. It's a challenge that never seems to go away for me, even as I get, better over time. The challenge is still there. And, my errors, I really don't actually give that much of a toss about when I'm making errors. Because, like, they're stupid errors. They're always stupid errors. They're just, like, oversights, It's not the mechanics of it. It's the eyes looking at it and then doing something that doesn't make any sense. And you kind of got to be kind with yourself when you've got a condition such as mine for forgetting things, and you got to be kind with yourself. What did I just do there? Did I try to go onto the 5s while I was talking instead of doing the 2s or the 3? No, I did the 2s, I did the 3s, and then I swear I skipped something. See, that's why you got to be kind with yourself. 4s and 4s. I don't even know if I finished the 3s now. Maybe. Just carry on with the 4s, pawn. You gotta be kind with yourself when you've got memory and focus, concentration issues. 4 and 4. 4 down here like that, and across like that. No. 4 like that. No. These 4s don't help me reduce anything. 4 across there doesn't do it either. So now on to the 5s. 5s. There's just the 1 5, and I was already looking at it, wasn't I? And didn't find a goddamn thing. So 6s. 6s, I see at least 2 6s in the puzzle. So 6 down like this and across like that does reduce to at least those 2. 6 down like that, and then you got those 3. 6 across like that, 6 across like that, 6 across like that, and like that does get me a couple, which also rules that out and gives me a number. I get another 6 in there. 6 coming down like that, way too many digits. 6 coming down like that, still too many available spaces. I think that's brought us to the end of the 6s. Welcome to the end of the sixes. Tier 5. See everyone... Wait. Everyone get their own 3x3 square and do it separately from others, says Rex Skates. Can everyone get their own 3x... That's a good idea. That would help. You guys work on that, and I'll work on, finishing the... It's not... What are you looking at, Pawn? My brain is fucking insane, man. I just did a 9 instead of a 7s. I'm supposed to be onto the 7s right now. I feel fine, though. I do. I feel fine. It's just weird the way that my brain does things. There are things that I just don't see anymore that are really obvious after the fact. What do you want? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want the 7, the 8, and the 9. Well, you can only be all of those in all of the spaces. So take that, puzzle. 7s. I was doing the 7s, but I didn't see anything else from these 2 7s that they gave me. 8s. 8 across like that and across like that gives me that 8. And then that means one of you has to be an 8. So there's an 8, and there's a 4. Okay. Carry on with your 4s, Pawn. It's a hard puzzle. Whenever you get a number, you need to go back and try and figure it out, see if you can't reduce anything else. 1 across there and 2 down there means that's a 4. Tier 5. Perfect time for Angelos and I to mess this up, says Rex Skates. Right there. 9,029,709,205. Loaded up. Puzzle style 3. Damn it, I was... 4s. Damn it, what was I doing? I forgot. Forget your 4s. Go back to your whatever you were working on. This is 8s? I think it was 8s that I was working on. 8 and 8 means one of you is an 8, and you can't be there. It's got to be there. 8 and 8 means one of you two is an 8. 8 and 8 means one of you two is an 8, sure. The 8 across here gives us those 3. Oh no, there's already an 8 there, you dumb. You monkey. 8 like that, and there's the 8s there. You don't see any more 8 reductions coming. 9s then. I came because YouTube is very slow as of lately, says RMAJ. Is it? Oh, I can take the 9 out there. You could have never been a 9. Tell me there's more than one 9. There is more than one. But they don't touch one another. Oh. Getting brilliant. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. That's it. And I fucked something up! I put 2 goddamn 8s in the same column. It's a bad day for my brain. Let's do an evil. Evil. 1, 1. There's a 1. See? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You gotta be kind with yourself, is what he was saying. 2 and 2. There's a 2 in one of those. Jesus Christ, how many have I skipped? I never fucking do this on my own, but, that's okay. I'm bragging. 3 and 3. I'm usually really good, is the thing, and I don't know why. Something these puzzles, I think my controller is broken. 3 across like that and then down like that means one of you is a 3, which means you have to be a 3, so suck my balls. 3 like that and like that. Well, you've already 3 across over here and down like that. No. And then 3 of the bowls and the bowls and the bowl sack and the bowls. No, I think we're on to the 4s. 4, 4 means one of you is a 4. How the fuck am I screwing so many things up? It's just incredible. 4 and 4, and then there's the 3s there, so that doesn't do anything. But we got 4s here, aha, and that doesn't, because there's nowhere to go with it. But, no, there's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to say to make you go my way. On to the 5s. Tier 5, the secret is to never duplicate a number in a 3x3 square. Is that the secret? Is that how it works? That's my biggest problem is just like my eyes. They get, and they don't see that there's already a number there. I get brain burnout and eyeball burnout, and then I play Burnout on the PC. I don't have that one. Can I get that one? There's a 5 that goes in there. 5 and a 5 means you're a 5. 5 and a 5 across there. There's already 5 there. See, I almost put a 5 there. 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. One of you's got to be a 5 now. On to the 6s, I think. 6 and a 6 means there's 2 6. Well, that's the only place that they can be, so mark them. Jesus, I was just about to not mark them. That's a sign of your brain function-nishality. Also, that word. 6s. Running out of 6s to check here. 6 cross there, and I think we're on to the 7. 7 and 7. I do really get to the point where it's like I just have to presume that my brain probably already made sense of that. And just assume that, yeah, it's probably taken care of, because I don't have the capacity to do it anymore. On to the 8s. Your eyes need rest. You should put some gunner optics on and play this. That would actually be helpful. I do find that my eyes get really burned out after playing it, and I will sit here all night and go like, one more, one more, one more. You know, it's definitely my Sid Meier's Civilization game. 8's got to be in there because of those 2 8s. 8 down like this, it's just nothing. There's just nothing in this. It's 9s. I'm going straight onto the 9s. I'm presuming that I already marked the others. Going straight onto the 9s. I can't go straight onto the 9s because there aren't 9s. There's just the 1 9. I can, however, get these 2, which gives me that column, rules that out, and makes those 2 have to be a 9. 9 like that, 9 like that, doesn't get anywhere. We've got to actually start solving puzzles now. How am I doing? Just 49 to go. 1, 6, and the 9 is what you need in here. You cannot be the 1. I see that clearly. So you can only 6 or 9, and you can only 1 or 9 because there's a 6 down here. And you're going to be able to 1, 6, or 9 all night long, because you just last and last, don't you? Looking for a spot where I only need 3 squares to close it. And because this puzzle is a son of a bitch, I'm not really finding those. Do I have any mutually exclusive pairs? No. 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 Let's do it in here then. 2, 4, 8, and 9. 2, 4, 8, and 9 is what this box needs. So you can be the 2, the 8, or the 9. Jesus. 2, the 8, or the 9, and you can be the 2, the 8, or the 9. And you can be anything you want to be. If you put your mind to it, you can be just any thing you want. Oh, you can't be the 9 there, and you can't be the 9 there, so there's a 2 and an 8. Tier 10, bottom middle box, no 9s in the bottom left. Bottom middle box, no 9s in the bottom left. Oh, yes, I just found that as well. Tier 5, low left has a 9, careful, said Rex Gates. Oh, thank you, multiple cheers for 1 error. This could get very profitable very quickly for me. How am I doing? It doesn't change with your notations. So that helped me precisely not at all. Let's go across this row here. You need the 1s, the 4s, the 5s, and the 9s. 1, 4, 5, 9. 1, 4, 5, 9. Give me an endpoint. 4, 5, 9 anyway. 1, 4, 5, 9. There's a 5 there. 5 there. And then a 9. So that's a 1, 4. If you can get some mutually exclusive pairs, then you're doing all right. This can be the 1, 4, or the 9. Eh? Yeah, and then you can be fucking all of it. Here's your 1, 4, 5, 9. No, you can't be the 9 there. Wait. Money? Before, I think I'm helping. B4, says RMAJ. B4. Yeah, that didn't get me anything. It did give me a, down to a 2 pair, which is something. You're moving in a direction there. What do you need? You need 1, 4s, 8s, and 9s in here. Well, you can't be that. So 1, 4, 8. You can only be the 1 or the 4. Ooh, that's a mutually exclusive pair. Ding! 1, 4s, 8s, or 9s. You can't be a 4 on this row. And you can't be a 9. So you're the 1 or the 8. And then you are the 1, not the 4. But you can be the 8 or the 9. Dong! Oh, thank you, Rex. Dings and dongs. Lovely. So if you are mutually exclusive 1s and 4s, then that means that this can't be a 1 or a 4, and that can't be a 1 either, and neither can that, and that can't be an 8 anymore, and since that's a 9, then that's a 6. Well, What else can I reduce with that? You can't have a 9 there anymore. I just put in 2 fucking 9s. How did I do that? 1s and 4s. You can't be a 1 or a 4, which makes you a 9. Okay? You can't be a 1. Because of the 1 and the 4, you can't be a 1, which makes you an 8, and that makes you a 9? How the hell am I doing that? If these are mutually exclusive 1s and 4s, and they are, it's the only 2 things that they can be there, then there can't be any other 1s or 4s there. I've done something wrong in the reduction of these. You can't be... Why did I think you could be a 4? You can be a 4. I'm looking for 1s, 4s, 8s, and 9s. So... you can be a 1 and a 4, but you can't be a 9 and you can't be an 8. You can't be an 8 or a 9, but you can be a 1 or a 4. You can't be a 4 and you can't be a 9, but you could be a 1 or an 8. You can't be a 4, but you can be a 1, an 8, or a 9. You... Only thing you can't be is an 8. Because 1s, 4s, and 9s. Yes. So this is correct. And in the instance of a mutually exclusive pair like this, 1 and a 4, one of them has to be the 1, one of them has to be the 4. Which means... It's wrong. It's just wrong. I'm wrong somehow. Bottom 9 was safe. Top 9 should have been a 2. I didn't even realize that there was a 5th number there. That's what I was doing. It was a 2. I was looking for the 1s, the 2s, the 4s, the 8s, or the 9s. For Christ's sake. I didn't realize there was supposed to be a 2 there. I thought I was looking for 4 numbers instead of 5. Which means the damn thing doesn't work. Back to the future, Sister Mason. Rai figured it out. Bottom 9 was safe. The top 9 should have been a 2. You have to be... kind with yourself. Pause. 9 minutes 50... It's only been 9 minutes and 58? That was a huge waste of time there. I'm not getting any new times, but I'm going to carry on with it, because I haven't fucked it up yet. When I fuck it up, I'll quit them. So we were also looking for the 2s, were we? Yes, apparently. And Rai says the bottom 9 was safe, but the top 9 should have been a 2. I'm going to have to confirm that. Hey, Pawn, check admin chat. Got it figured out a while ago, says Rai. Why would you possibly leave that in admin chat? Like... Well, he's live streaming. He's got Discord, OBS, chat, Reaper, music, and Web Sudoku. I got another one just for fucking Discord. Yeah. Thank you for figuring that out, Rai. I will carry on with this, but now I have to reduce the 2 myself because of reasons. Okay, I've just done it. I get it. So, if those are mutually exclusive 4s, that's got to be a 9. That's got to be a 1. And... It can't be a 1, and it can't be a 9 because of that. Well, and then in the other. But there's a 2 here, which meant that the 2 couldn't have been that. So the 2's there. Are you sure about that, Rai? You are sure about that. 46 left to go. I don't want to do it now. I don't want to do it because it's too long. I took too long getting to that point and screwing everything up. Keep going, Pawn. Skipping them all. Take the 2s out of there because you got them. Take the 9s out of there because you got them. We're down to a 4-8 mutual exclusive bullshit over there. I'm 1,001% sure. That's not at all what he said. Not at all what he said. I just don't want to. 1, 4, 5. You can't be the 9s. So we got 1 4s and 5s going on there. 4, 5, 1, 4, and 4. 1, 4, 1, 4. What do you need in this column other than the 1, 4s? Because that'll give me something for free, and that's a 2. I got a 2 for free, everyone. Should we go with the 2s then? Look back at the 2s. 2 and 2 across like that. 2 and 2, and that means that's only, well, we already knew that. And the 2 across like that and 2 across like that doesn't get me anything. Okay. I'm slowed down now. 2s, 8s, and 9s is what you still need here. Well, you can't be a 2 or a 9, so you're going to be the 8. And you're going to be exclusive, then you're going to be the 2, and you're going to have to be the 9. And then that 2 means that's a 2, and this 9 is sex with who? Who's it having sex with? Well, I didn't say anything. I didn't say it. It was under my breath. The 9 and the 9 is 2. That 2, does that 2 get me anything if I bring down like 2? And, well, you already had that 2. You already got that 2. So no, that 2 isn't going to get you shit. Alright. Where's my next end point here? I'm looking for the spaces where, I'm looking for the situation where I have 4 or less empty boxes to have to calculate. For example, this column. We know we need a 6 or a 9. We also need a 7 and an 8. 6, 7, 8, and 9? Really? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that's how you do that. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, this can be the 8 or the 9 exclusively, because there's 6 and 7s there. This can be the 6, 7, or the 9 there. This can be the 9 only, which means now we're down to that being the 8, and that being the 6 or the 7. And then if you think you can be the 6, well, then you can be the 6, and you can be the 7. Because there's a 7 right there, so that means those things. And 7 puts me in over there, but doesn't. 9s and 9s puts me in up here for mutually exclusive 9s. 4s and 9s in particular. What else did I do here? I put in an 8 here. So 8 across there means that you're going to be an 8. Oh, that's a good 8 to grab, because that's also going to give me the 6. The 6 and the 3. 3 and the 6. And now that we've got that 8, that means you're a 4 and you're an 8. What else did I close in here? You put in a 7, an 8, a 9, and a 6. You put a 6 in here. 6 and 6 means that there's going to be a 6 up here, so that's going to be a 6. That's going to be a 7. 7 down like that. Well, one of these has got to be the 7, and it's got to be that one, so that means the 7's over here, it's got to be that one. It's just when you get to this point, there's so many like weird reductions you've already done, you don't know where to start. And my eyes stop seeing what they need to. They never saw what they needed to see anyway. Round robin 1 4 1 5 4 5. Is that still actually appropriate? Does that work? Seems to. How am I doing? You're fine, Pawn. You haven't screwed anything up yet. So you're 10. 9 in the lower right box. The 9, so we've got a 9 there and a 9 there. You're right. Pick up the 9. And then that 9 takes out this 9. And that means that you've got to be the 9. And we've already got a 6 there, so there's your 1. 1 and 1 means there's going to be a 1 in one of these spots. 2 and 2 means that's got to be a 2. That's a weird way for me to reduce that one, but it worked. 1, 2, we need the 3, the 6, and the 8 for you, eh? So you can be the 3, because there's a 6 and an 8 there. Then we're down to 6s and 8s, so that's a 6 and that's an 8. That 3 tells me that you've got to be the 3. We're looking for a 1 or a 5 in this section here, and not reducing. Don't put the wrong numbers in. It'll screw you up in the end. What do you need? 2, 3? Is that a 3, I think? And then 1, 2, 3, a 4 and a 7. 4 and a 7, so there's a 4 and there's a 7. Crossed here, we're looking for a 2 and a 6. 2 and a 6. Well, that's not right then. Because there's both a 2 and a 6 right here. So that can't be a 2 and a 6. If I hit the button right now, it would say, error! You screwed up. I haven't screwed up yet. I hadn't, anyway. How have I screwed this up? I've been crying since he's only half correctly guessed the mid-left's top row. What? Guessed? Reduced, do you mean? Mid left's top row. 4949. I've got a problem here, people. 1, I need the 2. 3, 4, 5, and the 6. The 2 and the 6. And there's a 2 and a 6 right there, so that can't be exclusively the 2 or the 6. So there's something wrong in this row. Or in that. Where's the last place that I put things down? Right there. Cheer. Your 7's in the left center and left top. I'd be guessing all of this, Sister Mason. Your 7's in the left center. I can't carry on. I'm just going to hit the how am I doing. This one's gone to shit as well. Dude, give me another evil. It was nearly done. Give me a brand new one, and we're starting over from scratch. I'm gonna complete, a fucking puzzle here at some point today. But, yeah, fuck you two. Give me another puzzle. Give me one that doesn't suck fucking balls, doesn't eat shit, doesn't start horribly, Something that I can enjoy here. Don't fuck it. Nope. Give me another one. I put 3 1s in, so nope. I'm just not gonna do it. Nope. I want more 1s to start with. Nope. I'm just rolling. It's very frustrating to have your brain go on you to a certain extent, which is what's going on here. Give me an evil. 1 and 1. And you have to be kind with yourself, but Swift Rage 10s is racing. You have to be kind with yourself, but it's just fucking... It's hard. Like, you don't know the experience of dementia until you start having a... It's not quite dementia, but it's really like, like I say, I can like measure my day by how well or how shitty I'm playing a Sudoku puzzle. And as many errors as we've had in this live stream, it's one of those days for me. I mean, add that to the fact that our live stream that we just had before this little after party Sudoku bullshit was a horrible live stream, and it's like, I get to watch my brain go, is basically it. I lost part of my brain in the past. I can understand, says Rex Skates. Yeah. Yeah, and you get to, like, see the behavior in, like, recursive. Like, after it's gone, after it's done, like, you just find something will connect with you, and you'll go, oh my god. Today, or maybe it was last night, I don't know. I can't remember whether it was today or last night. I left the front door unlocked at some point. I never do that. Like, if I go in and out the front door, it is built into my motor, my muscle memory. It just happens. Click, click. It's both of them. Lock the main door and then put the thing on. The bolt. Deadbolt. Also losing words is a part of the process there. Always do that. It's just like coming in the door. Most of the time, it's something where, like, I have accidentally locked people outside who were, if my dad's out front or something like that, and I go out and I come back in, I'll accidentally lock him out because I'll just walk in. It's so automatic. For me to catch myself leaving that door unlocked is a thing. It's another sign of like, yep, there it goes. There goes your ability to think. Reload, give me a hard one. That gets me a 1 immediately. That feels good. I'll take it nice and slow is the thing. I won't try and rush through it. I'll just do it at a leisurely pace, and I'll recheck. Bye-bye, folks. I was going to say guys, but we have 2 X's here. I was hoping for triple X's, honestly, but alright. Alright, we can do that. The 1 right across there gives me the 1s in the corners. I think that's probably all I'm going to get out of the 1s. I'm going to go to the 2s. 2s across there. Nope. 2 coming down like that. Yeah, that does give me a reduction there. 2 all the way down there. Nope, nothing like that. 2 up there. 2 across there. No, 2 down like this. Leaves 3 possibilities, so that's a no-no as well. 3s. 3 and 3 means there's going to be a 3 in one of these 2 slots. Yes, good night, Rex, by the way. 3 and 3. I make a joke and then I forget to say goodbye. That's also part of, the thing. 3, like that and like that. No, I'm not seeing anything from the 3s. Not a single thing from 3s, as far as I can tell. 4s and 4s gives me a 4 up there, 4 across like that, and that doesn't quite do it. 4 all the way across there leaves way too many possibilities. 4 like that, a couple too many. 4 like that does give me these 2 4s, and that's all I'm going to get out of the 4s. On to the 5s. 5 and 5 means there's a 5 there. 5 and 5 means there's a 5 there. 5 coming down this way, and with that one, doesn't... Nope, no sir. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. On to the 6s. 6 and 6 means the 6 has got to be in here, but it doesn't reduce. And then the 6 and the 6 means it's got to be in here, but it also doesn't reduce. 6 up like that. No. 6 all the way across like that. No. Nothing. 7s for me, then. I've always said, you know what? I'm going to try and close this box. 1, 6, and a 9. 1, a 6, and a 9 is what we're looking for. It can be all of that. Yeah, it can be all of that. Alright. What was I working on again? 7s. 7 across there, and across there. There's 7, a 7, a 7. 7 like that leaves those 7s. Nope. 7, nope. 7, and 7, nope. 7, nothing from the 7s. 8s now. Jesus, this is a sparse-looking puzzle after all of the work that we've just done. Nothing from the 8s so far. 8 across there. Nope. 8. Ooh, there's another 8 here. Okay. 8, 8 means that I can have those 2 8s. And then 8 all the way up and across there leaves 3. 8 across here, however... Oh, no, we've got that 8 there as well that I didn't notice. 8 and 8 means there's an 8 there. 8 down like this and across there... Doesn't give us enough because there's still going to be those 3. 8 all the way down from there and across there. Did I have that 8 earlier and I just forgot? I think that's all that we're going to get out of the 8s. 9s. All 2 of them. 9 down. Nope. 9 across like that and down like that. Does reduce to at least those 2 9s. 9 like that doesn't reduce to anything. 9 like that, no. There's another 9 here. Did I know about that 9 before? I don't know. 9 like that. Aha! Here we go. So 9 and 9 means that there's going to be a 9 somewhere in there. I think that's everything from the 9s. I think my mind is going. Hello, Zorglob. So, what can I do with this? Close it and go to bed. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Strong pitch, I'd say. 1, 9, what else do you need? 1, 3, 7, and 9. 1, 3, 7, and 9. 1, 3, 7, 9 is what you're looking for in there. Does any of that reduce to anything? I mean, you can say that that's a 3, 7, 9 scenario. You can say that this is a 1, 3, 7 scenario, and everything else is a 1, 3, 7, 9 scenario. No, because there's a 1 and a 7 right there. Oh, God. Let's do an easy because I don't feel that I can continue. And I'm like, can I close the live stream? Can I just end the live stream and walk away? That would be kind of sad, wouldn't it? Watching someone kind of lose their brain. Let's do an easy and we'll end on an up note. Or we won't when I fuck this up too. Quick, Pawn, we'll do it fun. This will be quick and fun. Fun and quick. How is that possible? That's got to be a 1. Alright, so that's... 1 to 1, and then his brain, and then he farted. Well, was about to go and make myself a cup of hot cocoa, but don't know if the stream is ending. It'll be ending shortly if I could just complete one puzzle, one of them, because it's driving me mad. It's driving me insane to, like, not be able to do what I can usually do. So that 2 along there and that 2 along there means that that's a 2, which means that that's a 2. So this 2 and this 2 means it's in there, but we don't have any of the middle 2s. We've got all of the bottom 2s. No, we've got these 2. We don't have that 2. Alright, can I get any middle 2s? No. 3s. 3 it's way harder than it should be right now. 3 for that, 3, 3, and then a 3, and a 3, and a 3, and then a 3, and a 3, and a 3, and then one of those is a 3, and then there's a 3 there. And then a 4 across here means that's going to be a 4. There's got to be a 4 in one of these two slots. 4 and a 4 means that one of these is a 4. 4 to 4 to 4. 4 up like that means one of you is a 4. 4 straight up like that means that one of these is a 4. Interesting. And that's got to be the 4. Because that would have been 3 4s in a single row, and it can't happen. 4, which means you are a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 7 is going to be in that one, by the way. And then onto the 5s, because I got all the 4s. Onto the 5s, because I picked up all the 4s. You didn't get all the. You got all the 4s you can get though. So take the wins that you can win, and the other ones just don't win them. Yes, me too. 4, 5, and 4, 5. 5 up like that and like that means the 5 somewhere in there. We don't have any middle 5s, so it doesn't reduce. 6s onto the 6s. Work rules dictate you take a break. No. I don't need a 6 and a 6. The 6 is going to be somewhere in it. Oh, and it's going to be one of those two slots. Mwaha. 6 up like that, across like that means that it can still be one too many things for me to reduce it. But that's a 6. Unless there's a 6 in there isn't. 6, 6, 6. Good. 6, 6 would mean that had to be a 6, and that had to be a 4, which would make you the 4, and you the 6. 6, 6. It still seems to... Don't hit numbers, Paul. It still seems to make some sense, which means you gotta be a 6, and you gotta be a 1, and you gotta be a 6 then, and that's gotta be all the 6s. 7s, because I've been saying the word 6 a lot, so it's gotta be all of them. There's a 7 and a 7, and then the 7 coming down like this, and being backed up with that one, and that one means that's a 7. So 7 and 7 means you're a 7. And then the 7 and the 7, and that means you're a 7. 7 and 7 means one of you is a 7. It's got to be that one, so you've got to be the 2, so you've got to be the 7. And then this is a 5, because there's a 4 up there, and that's a 4. Is that all the 7s, by the way? It looks like it. 8s? How about a 1? How about a 8, though? How about a 9? Alright. How about an 8, though? Alright, we'll have an 8 there. 8. 8. There's an 8. Maybe. There's an 8, then. And there's an 8, then. That's a 9. That's a 9. I think. Come on, don't error out of this one, pawn. 8s and 9s. That rules out the 8s. Yeah. So 8s and 9s in there. 8 and 8 means one of you's got to be an 8. So 2s or 8s. Where's your 9? It's going to be there. So that's a 3, which makes you an 8, and you a 9, and you a 2, and you an 8, and that leaves a 5. What do you need? You need the 2 and the 5 here. So there's the 2 and there's the 5. And then that means you're looking for 2s and 5s as well. 2s and 5s as well. Alright, we'll have a 2 and have a 5. 4 minutes, 54 seconds. Okay. And since I just reset my easy scores, that's my new average. I'm starting at 454. Well, Groggles had found it too. While I was doing an easy, and saying now we can end on an easy. Yeah. Let's do one more easy. Bring on a new puzzle. I'll do it fast though. 1 and 1. I feel, I'm reinvigorated by a 1 win. That I finally got a win, and then it just won't work out. I'll get angry. This is how I play though. This is absolutely what happens. I stay up all goddamn night playing Sudoku. 2's there. The 2's coming down like this. It's gonna be a 2 somewhere in there. 2's down like this, so one of you's got to be a 2 like that. There's 2's. Get the 2's for me. Can I have some 2's? Evil. Do the evil. No, we tried an evil. I want to do fast. 3, 3, that means that's a 3. 3, 3 means One of you is a 3. 3 down like that and across like that isn't going to help, but unless you got that, in which case there's a 3, which means you can't be there. You can't. Well, that doesn't help because you already got that. The 3 across there, and then the 3 that comes up there means one of you is a 3 as well. 3 over here means that's a 3. 3 and 3, and that doesn't rule that out, but that's all the 3s except for the 3s that we can't 3, right? 3. 4 and 4. 4 and 4 means there's going to be a 4 there. 4 across there means that you've got to be the 4, which means you've got to be the 4. And then 4, 4 means there's going to be a 4 there, and then that's all the 4s except in the middle. 4, 4, 4, 4, so there's your 4, and onto the 5s. 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and... If there's no 5s in the bottom, well, let's get a 5 in the bottom. 5 and 5 means there's a 5, and then 5 across like this means there's your 5. 5 and 5 means there's a 5. And then 5 and 5 means there's a 5. That's all the 5s. 6s now. 6 and 6 means that's a 6. 6 and 6 means that's a 6. 6 and 6 means that's a 6. And all the 6s except in the middle. It looks like it. And that's a 6. 7s and 7s means that's a 7. 7 and 7 and 7 and 7. 7 cross like that, and that means that's a 7, which means one of these is a 7. So one of these is going to be a 7. 7 up like that. 7 across like that. Too many possibilities. Still, alright, 7 and 7 means, well, there's your 7. So 7 and 7, and then that 7 means that's a 7, and that's a 3, and that's a 3. 8s? 8s. 8 and 8, well, that's a 2 right there, so just rule that out. 8, up like this means, where's there another 8? 8 and 8 means there's an 8 across here. 8 and 8 means there's an 8 there. 8 all the way across like that means one of you is an 8. But it could be either so far. 3s and 8s, 3s and 8s. Yeah, 8 is getting sticky. 8, 8. Ah, there's an 8 and there's a 2, which means there's an 8. 8, 8 means there's an 8, making you a 7. And then that means that you're a 3, you're an 8. How am I doing? Don't tell me I screwed it up. You didn't. I think that's all the 8s. I'm going on to the 9s. That's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 9, I think. Which would mean that you're the 9, you're the 1, and that would be a 2. And then what do you want? 1s and 2s? 2 and 1. And then what do you want? You could be the 1, the 2, or the 9. 1, the 2, or the 9 is what you're looking for in there. So that's your 9, and then this is 1s and 2s. Can be either, mutually exclusive. Over here, you're looking for the 1, 2, come on, brain, stay with me. 1, 2, and the 9 also, damn it. So that's a 2, because there's a 1 and a 9 there, so there's a 2, so it's 1s and 9s we're looking for. So there's a 9, and there's a 1, and that makes you the 2, and that makes you the 1, and then across here, you need a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you need a 9. And then we're looking for a 1 and a 2 in here, so that's a 2 and that's a 1, and how am I doing? 427. Is it possible to get addicted to playing Sudoku? Because I think Pawn might be not addicted to Sudoku. It's a simple little puzzle game. It's 9 grid numbers. There's no way to get addicted to something this stupid and silly. I'm just going to do one more, though. 1, 1. So there's a 1. No, that doesn't work out. So there's a 1. No, there's a 1 there, though. So one of you has to be the 1, which means there's 1's got to be down there. And then the 1 across here doesn't, and that's 1, but that doesn't. And then over here, and that won't either. And then there's 2's. There's 2, 2 means there's a 2 somewhere in here. And then there's 2, that means that's got to be a 2. So there's 2 and a 2, which there's 2 there. So there's 2, 2. And then there's 2. It's got to be one of those is a 2. And there's 2. And then, you know what, I could probably close this one down. It's 1 to 7. 1 to 7 is probably, but I can't because it's not done yet. But there's 1 to 7's there. And there's 3's. Are we on 3's? Do we do 3's? We should try 3's. Let's go on to 3's. 3's like that, and there's a 3 down, there's a 3 in there, and there's 3 there, so there's 3 and the 3 sort of there, and then the 3 comes down like this, but there's no 3 there. So you go up there, and then that's a 3, so there's a 3. So there's a 3 there, and now you take that 3 back, find the 3 that's going to be down here, and then the 3 and then it comes down like that, and then say you know that one's a 3, which tells you that this one's got to be the 3 because you already reduced that. So then it's 3, and then that means that's got to be 3 because you already reduced that one too, which means that's got to be the 3, huh? See how it works? And then on to the 4s. 4 and 4, that's 4, and there's a 4 and a 4. So there's a 4 that comes down like that, and it's not a 4 there. But you can do that. There's 4 across like that. It's also going to be one of these kind of situations there. And it's 4 and a 4 that goes up like one of those. 4 like that, and then 4 across like that means like that, which means it can't be there. So that's got to be a 4, which means that's got to be a 2. It's 4 to 4, and then you got the 4, and then you come back down. I think it's all 4s. I'm going to be able to get out of the 4s, so I'm going to have the 5s. 5 is 5, and so that's a 5 right there. Boom, you found the 5 right off the bat, and another 5 just right off the bat, and then the 5, the 5, the 5, the 5. That's got to be a 5 like that, and then it's 5 over there, and that's got to be a 5. It's just 5s, 5 falling from heaven. 5s from heaven. 6s now we're on to. 6 all the way across here means one of these two's got to be 6. So I just put those in there just like that, and then 6 up again. There's already 6 there, so it's got to be a 6 there, which means that's got to be the 4. And 6 like that, so that's got to be the 6. No option there, which means that makes that the 6. It can't be the 6 there. Is that all the 6s then? You still got the middle. You got to take the middle out. There's 6, but you don't have the bottom either. We'll get the bottom then. It's the 6 is right there. 6 is 6. That's your 6. That's all the 6s. So then you go on to the 7s. And the 7 and the 7, and that means somewhere up here, it's got to be one of those two, because it's not, it doesn't cancel out. The 7s go down here, that means it's got to be over here, so it's got to be this one. And it's 7 and 7, and that's on the bottom like that, but there's nothing up there. Wow, this is missing a lot of 7s, actually. That's what I'm surprised about the 7s. There's not more 7s in here, because 7s, I'm going to go on to the 8s then. 8s and 8s mean that's got to be an 8 great mate, and then 8 goes up, and then there's going to be an 8 there, just because reasons, and then 8 over there also for reasons, and then 8 there because of that, and then there's an 8, it's going to be, let's see, if you did that, and that'd be there, and then that would mean that the 8 in here has to be over there, and then you got the 8 and 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 the 8, and is there any other 8s that I haven't, that I didn't? I think it's all the 8s. I'm going to go with the 9s. So there's a 9 that comes across and does, and then there's a 9 there, so that's your 9s right in the middle. 9 comes to the 9, and 9, no, there's 9 that does that, and then there's a 9, there's a 9 right there for you, and then the 9 cutting across like that kind of, then makes that a 9, makes that a 4, makes that a 4, and that's the 9s. And then there's a 1's going to be in there. I think I need more 9s, though. 9s and 9s means there's going to be a 9 in here, which means that's got to be a 9, it's got to be a 7. And there's more 9s, or there more 9s? I don't know if there's 9s or not, but I'm just going to go on to something else. There's 7 right in there, and I'm thinking 4, 7, 9. I like driving. My dad used to let me drive down the driveway. It's good. It's 1, you're needing 1. He needed a 1. And then there's 1, it's 1, 1. What else do you need? 1, 2, 3, you need 4, 5, 6, it's a 7. 1s are 7, so you can be the 1, you can be the 7. And 1 or 2 is going to go into here somewhere, and there's already a 1 there, so it's got to be a 2, and there's got to be a 1, which makes you the 7, makes you the 1. And then down here, you're looking for 1s and 2s and 7s, 1s and 2s and 7s, so it's going to be your 7, and then it's got to be your 2, and it's got to be your 1, and then you're done in 4 minutes and 16 seconds. So I started out at like 450 something, then 432, and now we're at 416. Okay. Well, no, 432 is the average. We started at high 4, mid 4, now we're at the bottom of the 4s. I like driving let my drive down the driveway. I could have scraped 2 seconds off of my time if I hadn't made that joke. Under 3 minutes, Sister Macy. I might be able to get under 4 minutes. I'm gonna keep going. Forgot to do puzzle. 1, 1 means sure 1. Then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And there's 1 like there somewhere. And there's 1 gonna be right there. And there's 1 that's gonna be right there. And there's 1 that's gonna come down here and across there. That doesn't help me. But the 1 and the 1 means that that's going to be a 1 there. And onto the 2s. 2, 2 means there's 2 right in there. And it fits. Just shove it in. 2... Cross 2, 2. No, with the 2s. The 2s aren't helping me. I need more 2s. Send 2s. Send twos, threes, onto the threes, immediately onto the threes, because time, I don't know, time is on my side. No, it's not. 3 across there. Give me some more fucking threes. Don't give me a hard one. Okay, so there's a 3 right there, which means the 3's got to be in one of these 2 slots. Stop doing that with the blues. Sometimes it doesn't do it. And then the 3 across there, and then you've already looked at that. And 3 onto the 4s. Fuck the 3s. Oh, I've always said fuck the 3s. I hate 3s. 4s and 4s. 4 and 4 comes across there. It means 4's got to be right there. It can be in either of the slots. God damn it. Give me some fucking numbers. I don't need reductions. I need fucking numbers on this puzzle. 4s and 4s, and then there's 4s. There's a 4 that cuts across there. Just do a goddamn thing for me. And then the 4 that's over here, there's 4, 4, 4. So we got that top. We got that one. We got that one. 5s. We're on to the 5s. 5s. Fucking 5s. Damn it. I should have quit while I was ahead. This one's not going to come out as well. 5s. There's just one goddamn 5. So they're just testing me now. I mean, well, they're shitting in the wind is what they are. You don't want your shit to blow back on you on the wind. It'll happen too. 6 is there, means one of these 2's got to be a 6 as well. I think there's only one goddamn... Oh, there's another 6 there. Boom. Found it. We're in. 6 and 6 means there's a 6 across there. We're out. Didn't work out. Shit. No, there's a 6 there. So if I bring the 6 down like that, and then I bring that one across like that, it still doesn't fucking do a damn thing for it. The 6 like that, however... No, you got the 6 and the... and it's like that, and then you do the 6s right in there. The 6 like that, and then there's no 6 coming across, and then 6, we got the 6 and the 6, which means it's down here, which means it's there. And because those 2 6s are next to each other, that means the 6 has to be in there. So on to the 7s now. 7 and 7 means there's a 7. One of those 2. 7 up here just needs to be there, because I can see it. I can just see it. Just fight it. Just fight it. And then 7 across here doesn't do, but it's alone too. The fucking 7s are alone. 7 and 7 across 7 we already looked at. 7 like that, 7 like that. Means that you get that, which means 7's got to be up there somewhere. And then fuck it onto the 8s. 8s, Jesus, this is a tough, easy puzzle. For an easy, this is tough. 8, 1, 3, 6, 4. That's not an 8. There's already a fucking... God damn it. 8. There's an 8 there. Let's keep going, Pawn. Don't. Never happen. 8, and then there's an 8, so that's an 8, which means that's a 1, and that's a 7, and that's a 6. There's a 5, and then the 8 that comes across, it's got to be... 8's up there. It's got to be there because of that. So 8 and 8, and then that's got to be an 8, and that's got to be a 7. That's what I think of you. That's more what I think of you, bitch. And then 9. So you have the 9 and the 9, and that means there's a 9 down here, and it's got to be the 9 there, which means you also get the 1 and the 3 and the 4 and the 6. That's not how that works. You did that wrong somehow. So you put the 9 there because the 9 had to be there. I don't know, and then... But when the 9 took out this, you get the 1s, and you get the 3s, and then you get the 6s, and then you get the 4s, and then the 2... you've already got it, so you need a 5 there. And then, so you got that. And then, was I really working on the 9s already? Jeez, didn't this thing just start a couple of seconds ago? So there's a 9 and a 9 and a 9 and a 9. Did I skip like a bunch of numbers? Because I don't care. The 9s are working out just fabulously for me. You can't be there. 9 and 9 means you've got to be there, which means you give me a 6 and give me a 6, if you don't mind. And then some more 6. If we could just have some 6, it'd be great. What do you need? 2, 3, and a 4. 3 and a 4, 3 and a 4. There's a 4 and there's a 3. There's a 3. There's a goddamn 3. Put the 3 in the fucking 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. That's got to be a 5. That's got to be a 5. So 1, 2, 3. You need the 3 and the 7. 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 There's the 7 and there's the 3. Across here you need a 1 and you need a 2 and a 7. 2 and a 7. 2 and a 7. It can be either of them. Did I do the 8s? You just keep going, Paul, and you're running out in the time and stuff. And then, so you need 3s and 7s, and what else? 5s, 3s, and 7s. 5, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7. Well, you can't be there, it's 3 or 5 there. 3 or 5 there, it's just 3 or 5 there, because it doesn't... but 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 3, It's 5, 7, 5, 7, and that's 3, 5, 7. God damn it, give me a fucking number so I can close something. Oh, hello. One, there's a 2 goes in there. That's nice. And then we know we need the 3s, the 5s, and the 7s there. So what else can you can't be you won't be the, and there can't be the 3 there, so you're also a 5, 7, which means you're a fucking 3. How you like that, bitch? 3 and 3 means it's got to be the 3 there, which means I guess you're going to be the 5, because you said so, and then 7, and then 5, and I might be wrong about this, and I might have screwed everything up. 2s and stuff. Oh, there's a 2 there, so that's a 7, and that's a 2. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need a 5 there, and 1 in this cross here. You need the 1. You need the 2, and then the 7. 2 and the 7. 2 and the 7. 2 and the 7. There's a 2, and there's a 7, and then across 1, 2. You need 3, 4 and 5. 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 There's your 5. There's your 4. How am I doing? Shit! It's brought my average time up to nearly 5 minutes. I can't end on that. I never do. That's how you end up like playing this thing all night. That's how I end up just being sucked in. I can't get out. You start getting bad, like the trick to the whole thing. The psychological addiction property of it is that when you're doing well, you want to do one more. EVIL. Grockles wants me to do an evil. When you're doing well, you want to do one more and be like, yeah, that was fun. And then when you're not doing well, you want to do one more to prove that you could do well. To yourself. That's my thing. Live, says Groggles. Or the band Alive. That's another one. I'm not doing an evil today. I'm not doing an evil. I tried. It was killing me. It was sucking my brain. Alright, I'll try it again. There's 2 1s there, and the 1 down like that, we can at least note those 1s. Those are the only things we're going to get out of the 1s, so immediately onto the 2s. 2 and a 2 means there's going to be 2 up here. Go, says Groggles. Go! That doesn't reduce anything there, and then the 2 across there doesn't reduce anything, and the 2 across here alone doesn't reduce anything either, so it's on to the 3s. 3, 3, we got ourselves our first number, 3, 3 on the evil, so one of you is going to be a 3 as well. 3 straight across doesn't reduce enough. 3 straight, down and across. Down and across, which actually tells me that it's going to be here, too. Oh, the 3s are helpful. They're helpful. They're working for me. 3 up, nothing. 3 up, nothing. Onto the 4s. 4 and 4. Nope. 4 down like that. Nope. 4 down like that. And up like that. No. Yeah, nothing from the 4s. 5s. So 5 up like that, and then there's 5s in there, and 5 across there, and 5 across there, 5 across here, and 5 down there. Aha! Mutually exclusive 3s and 5s here, at least we got. And then the 5 across here, nothing. 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 Onto the 6s. Onto the 6s. Hey, you should try extreme level. There's an extreme level? 6s go like that, and then there's nothing in there for the 6s. And then 6 all the way across doesn't do anything. 6 all the way across either of those doesn't do anything. And we're on to the 7s immediately. 7 and 7 gives me a 7 there. Hey, we got our second number. 7 and 7 means that one of these 2 is going to be a 7. 7 across like this and down like that gives me both of the... Oh! Yeah, we got ourselves a 7, which gives us another 7. Alright, the 7s are the best of it so far. 7 and 7 and 7 means that that's a 7, and 7 and 7 means that that's a 7. We just got all the 7s. Yay! On to the 8s, then. 8 and an 8 means that the middle is an 8. 8 and an 8 means that we've got 8s somewhere down there. 8 up like that and across there means that there's going to be one there, and that means that this 8 is going to be on this row. And because of that one, it's got to be one of those 2. I think that's everything from the 8s, but let me double check because, you've got time. In an evil one, oh, what you've got is time. All the time in the world. 8 and 8, I've already marked those. Yeah, we're on to the 9s then. 9 and 9 means that one of you's a 9. We've got a 9 here, combined with that one leaves too many possibilities. 9 across here and there still leaves too many possibilities. 9 up, nothing. 9 up, nothing. That's it. That's it. That's all we get. How am I doing, by the way? Haven't fucked it up yet. Great. The best row that we have right now is the center row, column or box, is only 4 that are separated there. What I could do is try going back through the numbers and see if I can't get any reductions now that I've filled up some of the boxes. For example, this 1 now is a lot closer to just being, one of these 3. That's not actually helping me, but you get the premise of it anyway, right? If I went back through the numbers again, and sometimes that's really all you can fucking do. For example, this 2 comes across here, well, that gives me these 2, and that means that it's got to be in these 2 as well. So it's valuable to do that, especially in a tight puzzle, such as your mom. Oh, sick burn! And there's another set of 2s, which actually gives me a 2 through, because of reasons. Trust me, I said it. It's probably right. 2 up there. No. 2 across there. 2, 2, like that. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I think that's all of the 2s that I'm going to get. Going back over the 3s, however, or just trying to close this box. 5 minutes so far. Oh, shit. 1, 5, 1, 4, and 5 is what we're looking for in this one, which means there's a 4. So we just need 1s and 5s across here. 1s and 5s across humanity. So with that 4, I thee wed. 4, 4, no, doesn't get me anywhere there. 4, well, it certainly doesn't get me anything there. 4, no, it doesn't get me anything there. Wait, 4 and 4. Oh. Well, there's a couple of 4s for you. For you. Totally intentional. Onto the 5s, I suppose. Well, we've got 1s and 5s here, mutually exclusive. Is there a row or a column that's emerged that I might be able to close? Yeah, this column. If it's got only 3 empties in it, then that's worth looking at. 2s, 3s, and 8s is what I need in this column. So there's a 3 and an 8 because there's a 2 over there. Oh, and it can't be a 3 there, so boom, I got another number. So now we've only got 2s and 3s up here that are possible, which means you've got to be the 8, because you can't be anywhere anymore. But yeah, we're looking for a 2 and a 3 and a 2 and a 3. Cool, and then this 8 across there reduces these 2. The 8 coming across here and down there and there, it's still what it was before. Okay, sure. No, I know. It's no, I said it. I called it. What did I just close, by the way? What numbers did I get? You just got the 8. I know that. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that as well, but the 8's done. 3, there's 3 openings here, so 1, 5, 9 is what we're looking for here. You can only be the 5 or the 9, because there's a 1 over there. You can be the 1, the 5, or the 9. You can be the 9 exclusively, which makes you the 5 and you the 1. 1s and 5s and 9s, then. Let's have a look at them again. Can't get anything from that. Can't get anything from the 1. Alright, 5s. Can I get anything out of the 5, maybe? 5 there and a 5 there. No, there's a 5 there. Nope. Can I get anything out of the 9, perhaps, that I just put down here? 9 and 9 means you're a 9. And then 9 across there. And there. Too many possibilities for me. Yeah, too many possibilities. Oh, but 9 and 9. 9 and 9. And then, well, it's just these 2, isn't it? Yeah. And that's all you're going to get out of the 9s, I think. Okay, how am I doing? You haven't screwed it up yet. Cool. Knowing that these are mutually exclusive 1s and 5s, that means we've got 3. This is only 3 now that we need to reduce. So if we exclude the 1s and the 5s, then we need the 2, the 4, and the 6. 2, the 4, and the 6, and they've got to fit in here. So this having a 2 in it can only be a 4 or 6. This having a 4 in it can only be a 2 or 6. This having nothing useful can be whatever the hell it wants to be. Those mutually exclusive 5s, they're great. Top right box, allocate the 2s. Allocate the 2s? I'm not seeing anything that would reduce the 2s for me. Yeah, if you're seeing something, you'll have to explain it more, because I'm not seeing that. But across here, we've got 3, and across here, so I can work with this. 1, 4, and 5 apparently is what we need here. So there's your 1, which means that's your 5. Nope, there's 4 numbers, Pawn. There's 4 numbers. 4 numbers? Yeah, there's 4 numbers. So you need the 1, the 4, the 5, and the 6. 1, the 4, the 5, and the 6. Okay. Well, you can't be the 5 or the 4 there. So you're the 1 or the 6. We know you're the 1 or the 5. 1, the 4, the 5, or the 6. You can be the 1, the 4, or the 6. And over here, you could be any of it. I almost made a reduction that I shouldn't have. I almost screwed it up. This is 3s here. So what do you need? You need the 1, 5, 9. 1, 5, 9. Alright, 1, 5, 9. Anything I can do with that? You can be the 1, 5, 9. You can be the 5 or the 9. There's a 1 there, so they can't be that. And then you're the 1 or the 5. So we've got a half round robin there. Half chub, I call it. Technically, I mean, in the Sudoku world, that's what you'll hear them call it. I'm not making terms up or anything. That's just what it is. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. 10 minutes, says Jermason. On an evil puzzle, 10 minutes would be fucking amazing. Yeah, I'm down to, like, there's nothing that can be reduced or that can be worked with that's less than 3 openings at this point. Which is a bitch or piss. Oh, wait, yes there is. Yes there is, because these are mutually exclusive pairs 3s and 5s. So if we rule those out, then we just need the 1, the 4, and the 6. So you can only be the 1, the 4, or the 6, whereas you can only be the 1, the 6. What? Did I put that in the wrong place? Oh, no. 1, the 4, or the 6. 6. Whereas you, I just need to not be looking at that one, you can only be the 1 or the 6. And then there's the 4 or the 6. Come on, give me a fucking... But now we've got mutually exclusive pairs here in the 1s and 6s. So we need the 2, the 8, and the 9. Outside of that, yeah, the 2, the 8, and the 9. Those numbers that I said. So you can be the 2, the 8, or the 9. You can also be the 2, the 8, or the 9, but you can only be the 2. Aha! We got ourselves a 2 out of that. So with the 2s, what can I do? Well, you can say that that's a 3 and that's a 2. And then 2 and 2 means that that's a 2. And that's probably just short-circuited my 2 reduction. 2 down like that and across like that. Yeah, I think that did short-circuit my 2 reduction. Okay? What about that 3 that I unlocked as well? Which is right in here. 3. 3 across like so. And like so. Still leaves 3 possibilities. 3 across like that and like that. Still leaves 3 possibilities. And now I have successfully destroyed the last fragment of pawn sanities. My work is done. Time to sleep, says Groggles. You can't leave! Evil! Evil! You called for it! Now you've got to stick here until I finish it. It won't take long. I'm almost done. 3s, 6, and 9s is what we need here. You can be 3 or a 6, but not a 9. You can be a 3 or a 6, but not a 9, which means you've got to be the 9. So fuck a 9 out of that. 9 and 9 means you're a 9, which means you're a 5. I'm going to go over here because I don't trust that. You're a 1. You're a 5. Did I get short-circuited? You can't be a 5 there. We know that. How am I doing? Good. I didn't screw any of that up. It was all sound reduction. What it was. We got a fair few 1s and 5s out of that, didn't we? The 1s and 5s we got? Can I investigate the 5s again? 5? No. 5. 5 and 5. No. 5s. Holy hell, Pawn's still streaming, says Major Lord Axelberth. Yes! Thank you for the cheer, and welcome to my hell. 3s and 6s. We're doing an evil Sudoku puzzle, and I haven't screwed it up yet, and we're getting close to a solid reduction. I can feel it. I can feel that it's gonna happen. Anytime now. Really soon. 3, there's only 3 missing there. 1, 2, 3, we need a 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 for these, and there's a 6 there, so you can only be the 4 or the 5. You can be the 4 or the 6, and you can be the 5 or the 6, because there's a 4 there. So that's a proper round robin, which sucks. It's not a good thing. I like to celebrate them because they suck so bad. I need a 1, a 5, and a 6 here. Can't be the 1 in this box. Across here. 1, a 5, and a 6. So you're going to have to be the 5 or the 6. Oh, you can only be the 6, so now I just need a 1 or a 5. And that doesn't reduce, but we got this 6 out of it. So what can I do with this 6? Shove it up here. 6 and 6 means that's got to be a 6. Got to be a 6 right there. Yeah, and what was that 3 that it was on? Ah, so you get the 3 as well, which means that's the 3, because that can't be, which means that's an 8. Which means that's got to be the 1. I didn't screw it up yet. I didn't screw it up. That 1 replaced a 4 and a 6, though. I want to say that that's a 4, then. I want to say that. I want to be careful, though. 4, 5, and 6 is what you're looking for there, huh? Just be careful. Yeah, that's got to be a 4, then. That's got to be a 4 because of this 4, which makes you the 6. Right? I can't be sure about that. I'm not gonna F with it. I'm gonna take the 4 out of there. Anyway. I don't want to accidentally and then another thing and then boom, and it's done. So this apparently needs the 4 or the 5. I'll mark you with the 4 and the 5. 4, 5, and 6. That can't be possible. So what is it? So we've got a 4 there, so that makes you the 5 and you the 4 and you the 6. I knew it was a 6! I knew it all along, which means you've got to be the 2, you got to be the 6, and you got to be the 4. And you can't be a 6, so you've got to be a 1 or a 4 there. And then what do you guys want, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, you need the 5 or the 8. 5 or the 8 there, so you got to be... That's not possible. It's not the 8 you need. It's the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 and the 6 you're looking for. So there's the 6, and there's the 5. Aha. And that means the 5's got to be up there. We kind of already knew that, didn't we? 1s and 4s? Seriously? Like, at this point, there's probably, like, a bunch that I can reduce in here, but I've lost track because I've been chasing them. You know, you go off on a trail and then you don't ever get back from it, kind of a thing. So there's probably numbers in there that I could reduce. I'm trying to get there in the sanest way possible for me, which is 3, 8, and 9. 3, 8, and 9 across here. So you can only be the 3 or the 9. You could be 3 or the 8, and you apparently can be the 8 or the 9. That's a round robin. Good. I hate actually reducing things. That always sucks. You've clearly got to be an 8 or a 9. If that's got to be an 8 or a 9, which means you're a 9, you're an 8, you're a 9, you're a 3, you're an 8, you're a 5, you're a 3, you're a 1, you're a 5, you're not a 1. You can still be the 1 or the 6, Jesus Christ. Where's the next thing? Where is it? Let's see, you need the 2 4s and 6s? 2s, 4s, and 6s is what they're looking for here. So there's your 2, and that means that you've got to be the 4. You got to be the 2. Which makes you the 1, you the 4, you the 6, you the 1, you the 6, and then you, apparently a 1. 1728 on an evil. Not my best time ever, but we did it. If this is your god, you have a severe ontological crisis. Sudoku. Nova suggesting some wisdom for us. The stream has been live for 1 hour and 33 minutes. It's a bit of a lie. The first that's completely true. Don't go looking for any other version of this. I'm gonna delete the live stream that we had before this one. Okay, that's it. I did an evil. It's time to finish out with an easy. I'm not done. I'm not done. One and one and one and one and one and one and one. I want a one there and one and one there and I want a one there. I want it, quick, fast, like a bunny. I want to finish this out in ones and then the twos. Oh, this is gonna be a good puzzle. I can feel it. Twos. It's a strong puzzle, is what it is. So there and there, and then the twos. And no, that doesn't. But the two down here and down there, that gets me a 2. And then over here, that's a 2. And then that means that one of you's a 2. And that means that I got gypped on my 2s. This is a soft puzzle. I don't like this puzzle. This is a bad puzzle. I can't even reduce that one. 3s. So there's 3, and 3 comes down there. 3 comes down there. Comes over there. There's a couple of 3s for you, which means that this is a 3. And then 3 like that means that's a 3. 3 and 3 means there's one up here, so you're going to be a 3. And the 3 across like that, and across like that. And from down there, it makes that a 3 as well. And then 3 and 3. And 3 means you're a 3. I haven't screwed it up, have I? No. So there's a 3. And then if I got a 3 there, then that's a 3, and that's a 2. Okay, 4s. Don't slow down, pawn. This isn't the kind of thing that you slow down on. I'll slow down if I want. You can't slow down, pawn. There's a 4, and then a 4 and a 4 means there's 2 4s. One of those is going to be a 4. What do you need? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 2, 3, 8 and a 9. 8 and a 9. 8 and a 9. 8 and a 9. Okay, that's 4. 5s. Just go on to the 5s, baby. 5 and a 5. We already got those 5s. 5 and a 5 means there's going to be a 5 in one of those two. 5 and a 5 means it's going to be a 5 in one of those two. 5 coming up like this means that that's one of those two's got to be a 5. 5 going across and going like that. There's a 5 for you. And that's it for the 5s. 6s. 6 and 6 means that one of these two is going to be a 6. 6 and 6 means one of these two's got to be a 6. It's got to be that one, which makes you the 4. So we got another number out of that. 6 and 6 means that either of you could be the 6. 6 going straight up like so reduces to just that one. Can only be that one, which means bring it back down, and then bring this one back up means that you've got to be either the 4 or the 6. And then we're on to the 7s. 7, 7 means that's a 7. 7, 7 means that's a 7. 7 up like this, and then rather goes, wait. Those were mutually exclusive pairs. Ah, well that means you're the 7, and you're the 5, and you're the 5. Okay, don't get lost, pawn, don't get lost, pawn. 7, 7 means that's got to be a 7. 7, 7 means there's a 7 up here, it's got to be that one. That's all these 7s, so we're on to the 8s. 8 and 8 means there's an 8 right there. 8 and 8 means that's an 8, and that's a 6, and that's a 2, and that's a 4, and that's a 6. Stick with the 8s. Stay with your 8s. Stay with your 8s. Stay with your 8s. There's a 4. 8s, I said. He didn't stay with his 8s. He's ruined. Ah, Rock is screwed up. You're screwed over now. I think it's probably all the 8s, except for that one. So there's the 9s. 9. 9 up like that means that's a 9. 9, 9, 9. There's a 9 missing here, so there's your 9. Alright, what do you need? You need a 4. What do you guys need? You need a 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4, it looks like. 2 and a 4, 2 and a 4, 2. So there's a 2 and there's a 4. And what do you need? You need a 6 and a 4. 4 and a 6, 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 4 and a 6. There's a 4 and there's a 6. And how am I doing? God damn it! 4 minutes, 6 seconds. That's my fastest time, supposedly. Alright. Can't stop, won't stop, says RMAJ. Run pawn. 3 evils in separate tabs. Rotate tabs each number you add, says Groggles. New challenge. Friday the 13th. Plans for a horror stream, Sister Macian? Sudoku! It's a Friday the 13th, is it? It is a Friday the 13th, and we're live streaming on Friday the 13th. We'll bust out the old It's 5 nights at Sudoku Palace. Alright, we'll end the live stream now, not because I'm going to stop playing Sudoku, but because I need to pee. I need to pee. Alright, thank you all for coming out. Thank you to the, you know, I'm not gonna thank you. If you're still around, then, you know, that's your own business. Sounds like a personal problem to me. 9 different Sudokus at once, the ultimate horrors, as Mason Exilbert. I am the Ronin Born! And I will see you this Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday the 13th for possibly a spoopy-themed live stream. Or maybe we'll just play that other game with the railroads and the thing that I was getting so into. Or Sudoku! Maybe. Who is the Ronin Pawn? It's me! It's me! I'm the Ronin Pawn! Funky, Skype me and screen share your Sudoku antics this hologram? I don't know. I could say pawn out.